Hey, we're live. Everyone can see us and hear us now.
Hey.
Just in time. Yeah. Everyone say hi. Check your mics.
Hello.
Hey. All right.
Good to be here.
All right, chat. Let us know if anybody's muted, any videos are frozen. Just let me know. I'll get it fixed right away. Sometimes glitches happen along the way. This is our weekly Cyberpunk
Rob?
Red. What?
Just my toilet's broken. You said you can fix anything.
Okay. You had
so.
me worried I was appeasing the mute gods this whole time. I was starting to stress out.
Never will I stay on topic.
I'll shoot down to Australia real quick and get that fixed for you as soon as I'm done here. It'll just take me probably like a full day of flying and travel and all that. Okay. Anyways, this is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay we do right here. Same place, same time. We love it. It's for Syrinscape. I'm going to get into a little recap and kind of what that's all about. But before we do that, let's do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you online. And then introduce your character. And everybody watching, you might notice we have a new character and player with us today. There was a little hint of that last session where I mentioned that. And he's officially here now, ELH. And yeah, let's start it off with Ellen. We'll let ELH introduce himself and character here in just a moment. Ellen, yeah, start it off.
Hi, I am Ellen, or if you follow me on Twitter, I am Ellen K Graham 1, where I do hot nerd stuff. What's that including and limited to? I don't know. You decide, and you can decide by following me on there. So I can show my mum I finally have 800 followers, and she'll say, "Wow, Ellen, I'm finally proud of you." So make sure that you do that. But I'm also a player, performer, and creator for Roll to Cast, which is a variety TTRPG podcast. That's Roll to Cast, ROLE, where we play a different game system every season. We've done Cyberpunk 2020 and Red. We've done Vampire the Masquerade. We've done Pulp Cthulhu. We've done Kids on Bikes. We have done The Witcher, and we are about to... We have launched our new season, which is set in the world of Avatar Legends, the brand new game from Magpie Studios. It's very, very cool. So make sure that you check that out. So subscribe to Roll to Cast wherever you can find it on all the socials, but also wherever you listen to podcasts. And I am playing the rocker of your dreams, Ali Katz. Ooh, I did it in a different order. Ooh.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't derail this whole thing now, because you know what happens when you go a little bit off of what you normally do. But all right, fingers crossed. Here we go. Rockette.
Where am I? What am I doing? But other than that, hello everybody. I'm Rockette Fox, your second favorite person in the universe. And I can be found in all of the places. If you look up Rockette Fox, I'll be there, including, but not limited to, Instagram, Twitter, if you catch me rarely, and over on my own channel. And I also have a podcast that I run by myself, but I have interviewed two of these beautiful people you see before you. So I'm super excited about that coming in season 3, and that is called Fantastically Strange, and it is both fantastic and strange, and for your ear holes. As far as tonight goes, I'm playing Hades. Okay, wait, no, I've got this. nightmares, net running, face.
I got it. That's close enough. Oh yeah, Phil.
Hello, I'm Phil. I am also part of Rollercast, so I will second everything that Ellen has just said. I'll also point out that we do a bunch of inter-season content as well, which is really worth looking up. We interview creators of the TTRPGs that we play, so really worth checking those out. We recently interviewed Pondsmith and Pondsmith. So that would be we've had 3 Pondsmiths now. So we had Cody and we had Lisa on. Lisa's first ever interview, mother and son interview, really awesome. And we've had Mike on there in the past. We've had Justin and Chili and stuff like that. So that's really worth checking out. We love all the people who make different aspects of the games that we play. Me personally, you can find me at Scruff, SKKRUFF, like I'm in the chat, both on Twitter and on Twitch, where I play RPGs several nights a week. At the moment, I'm playing Mass Effect 1, paying my G's and going back to the beginning of the series. So yeah, follow me there. Come say hi, so I can reach 50 followers, and my wife can say, yeah, that's nice. Can you empty the dishwasher?
Pretty good.
That's nice, doll.
But today, I am playing Bud, Solo, who sleeps 2 hours a night.
God, that's
goddamn
in real life.
Kind of.
Let's say brag about it. Why don't you?
Yeah.
A whole 2 hours. Wow. No, well
I've
put.
got people to kill.
Well
I've
done.
got people to kill. Come on.
Yeah. And now, hey, to our new player, a friend of mine, ELH. I'm a fan of the streams, the gameplay. He's also been a guest on the GM Roundtable for Cybernation Uncensored. And now here he is on our Syrinscape Cyberpunk Red Weekly gameplay. ELH, introduce yourself and your character.
Well, hello, everyone out there in the internet. My name is ELH. You can find me on all the socials at ELHMK1, pretty much across YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, etc. I generally stick to things like Star Trek Adventures, Cyberpunk Red, Fallout 2D20. There was also a little bit of Pokemon in there as well. But basically, if it's a game that isn't 5e, I'm running it in some capacity. Today, I will be playing the slightly mysterious character known as Drake, who is going to be pulling up in a very armored cab. And I think that is maybe a little bit mysterious for a reason, but I think it'll be a fun time all around.
Oh, yeah, absolutely agree. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here every week, but I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check out Cybernation Uncensored both on Twitch and on YouTube. Hey, Renegade, thanks for the follow there. Shout out to Rothen. But yeah, check out Cybernation Uncensored both on Twitch, on YouTube. We have lots of gameplay, tutorials, series, all kinds of stuff. We're getting ready to showcase a couple new GMs, a bunch of new Cyberpunk Red streams. I'm starting up a new weekly stream in May, as well as Team Veritas is going to become bi-monthly instead of monthly. We have a new Fallout team going, a new Dune stream finally getting going this coming month, and then lots of other series and things, so check it out. Cybernation Uncensored. We also have a very active Discord group on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you see social media. Check it out. I also have a Patreon if you want to get involved with any of the NPC stuff, one-on-one video confrontation, sort of NPC creation and campaign stuff. You'll see all the options there. Lots of really creative things and ways to get involved and increase your gameplay dynamics, as well as get involved in some gameplay. So check out the Patreon as well. And also, I've got to say this, I say it every week, it's extremely important to us. Show some love to Syrinscape. It's the reason we're here every week. Syrinscape is an amazing tool for your gameplay. It adds sounds, whether in person around the table or virtually across the interweb like we do here every week. It's amazing, and it's also free to sign up. So whether you're a game master or player, just go sign up, check it out. You get a free trial. I guarantee if you bring it to your table, everyone's going to love it. So just go check that out. Also,
Won't believe how many soundboards they have. It's crazy.
It's amazing, and not just and even if you can't find ones that aren't set for the exact game or session or campaign, like you will find something that will work. Like I've brought in like boat ride stuff from a Cthulhu game, and like, desert sounds from D&D, and when you guys hit the Badlands of Cyberpunk, and like it's amazing. So I'm glad you brought that up, Phil. Like, they're just an amazing database, and if you dig around for the name Rob Mulligan, you might even find some music from one of my old bands. So I'll plug that too. I really enjoy that. In some of the Cyberpunk sound sets, I should add. Also, take a moment to share this link. Share the Twitch channel. This is where we stream live. We do put the VOD on the YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to Syrinscape on YouTube. But this is where we rock it live every week. You know how it is. If you contribute ideas to chat, we involve it. There's point rewards you can do to give the players +2, plot twists, all kinds of cool stuff. So do us a favor, share the Twitch channel, post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you can, Discord. Let people know we're live. Go over to your neighbor's house, knock on the door, let them know we're live. Call up your mom, let her know I'm here, I'm streaming. Where you at, Ma? Ellen?
Just start watching it from a neighbor's house.
Ellen, you gonna
and let them figure it
mom
out.
know?
Ma, please. No, she's still disappointed because I haven't 800 followers on Twitter yet. Come on, guys.
Yeah, so please, somebody follow Ellen so her mom will tune in. Damn it.
Also, she doesn't know what Syrinscape is in Italian. Come si dice Syrinscape?
It gets confusing. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Out of my coffee.
We do it every week, and we would love your support is what we're getting at here. So please share the channel. Let people know we're here. So just a little mini recap. I mean, the team has been through so many previous campaigns. You can check out the VOD on the Syrinscape YouTube. I recommend it because, this is ongoing. Every single campaign and session plays into their reputation, the future NPCs they meet, plot twists, just... it's an ongoing world, so I would definitely dive into that if you're enjoying the stream and get all those juicy details. But if you don't have the time and you have it, it's not a necessity. We'll always do a little recap, and you can always just jump into a session and have fun with us. The team is on a current sort of revenge campaign. It's a Hades Scorned. In a previous campaign, her apartment got firebombed. They're not sure from who or what that's about, but since they finished that campaign as a favor to a mysterious AI that Hades knows, the AI said, hey, I'll help you with some revenge now that you've done that. So they've been following the lead of the AI, and they talked to another Edge Runner team. They got this two-way old school burner phone. It's extremely encrypted. It's old CIA tech that got sold out back in the Fourth Corporate War. But they broke into Ziggurat and were able to decrypt it, kind of unlock it. Triangulate the location of the other end, which took them into, just south of Night City. I think it was like 10, 20 miles just outside of the city, into the Badlands off of that highway. I'll bring up the map in a moment here on Roll20 so we can have it on the stream as well. But yeah, they broke in, they got their the phone unlocked. It also allows them one time to ping the other phone and make one call, aside from triangulating the location. And yeah, they just got out of that sticky situation dealing with drones and demons and just all kinds of environmental defenses, slip flooring, automated melee weapons and everything. But they got out, and just as they left the building, Ziggurat, a combat cab pulled up with Drake inside, opening the door saying, I heard you need a ride, looking right at Hades. Let me bring up some city sounds, and while I do that, let me explain that when that combat cab pulled up and the door opened and you see this female figure kind of lean out and say, I heard you need a ride, and looks at you, Hades, just at that same exact moment, your agent goes off, and it's a message from the AI, and it just says your ride has arrived. They will help you, and then you will help them. And that's all it says. And now I'll let you guys take it from there. As Drake just said, I heard you need a ride.
Okay.
I mean,
Hades is not going to say what she just saw on the thing. She's just
whoa.
Okay, well, I guess we're going.
Hades, do you know this person, or?
I meet a lot of people. Hades is going to kind of look over at Drake. Do I know you?
I don't think we've met before in this capacity, and for a little bit of flavor purposes here, so as much as I love my virtual avatar, I can only make her look so much like Drake, but if you will imagine a 2 meter tall, or 6.5 feet if you're a heathen, they are obviously borged out, They have very obvious cyber arms and cyber legs, and they have stylized white hair that kind of comes down over one eye, and both cyber eyes are obviously neon blue. But as she's looking at each of you, she actually pulls up a physical photo, like kind of one of those like instant photos you'd wave, one of those old school things, and kind of holds it up and goes, yeah, this looks like, yeah, you're the one I'm supposed to pick up, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, I get that, but so we haven't met before? I don't know you.
I mean, that depends. Have you ever been in trouble with Max Tech before?
I mean
listen,
You're a cop?
I get into a lot of trouble.
Well, and I guess I
possibly
turned my
expect you to
attention real
remember all
quick.
of it.
I'm not technically a cop right now. It's a long story, but maybe I can tell it on the way over.
So who said that you're who sent you to pick us up?
Well, I believe that, and I point at Hades' phone or agent.
Yeah, and Hades, when she says Hades, will like smush the phone up right up to Allie's face.
Everyone give me a
Why didn't you
perception while you're
say so
talking
in-
too. But
Can I not read the text on the phone?
It could be very small.
No. This
Allie
is
is
something separate.
long-sighted.
So you can go on with what you were doing. This is something separate.
Oh no.
16.
Ali, was it better working for Nash or for the mysterious computer? I really can't decide right now.
Hey, listen.
Looking for myself. I've
Fair.
proven to be the best boss of all.
We got paid well, and now I'm going to burn down whoever burned down my home. So I don't really, it's a win-win for everyone, for all of us.
But you see that private security van company that Hades mentioned that she canceled coming to Ziggurat, actually coming up the block.
All right, everybody in.
All right, fine.
what I
Don't
said.
push. Just think you could have said that the AI sent this person Hades, so I didn't have to give him the 3rd degree.
What did you say your name was?
You can call me Drake for all intents and purposes. But yeah, let's get going before whatever that van over there is doing.
Definitely
Sure.
nothing to do with us. Definitely
Of course
nothing
not.
to do with
Of
Ziggurat.
course not. Of course not. Nothing went down here tonight at all.
Mhm.
The little combat cab sort of AI turns around and just, hello, where are we headed?
Oh God.
Never get used to that.
Why don't they make the user face just, I don't know, less creepy?
Well,
I wish it didn't smile like that.
I don't have 3 faces. Who has 3 faces?
Just
Yeah,
punch
that's
in
the
the
thing I
address.
hate about AIs. It's just you don't get cruddy customer service anymore. I miss that.
do we have an address? Do we have a location? Where are we headed?
Yeah, we have the coordinates.
Someone
Uh,
else is going to have to give it. I'm
Whatever
too
they
upset.
were, I'll punch them in.
Okay.
I don't know that we said specifically what the coordinates were. We just have them.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's on
much.
the south side.
Yeah, it's a triangulated sort of location. It's south of Rancho Coronado, about 10 to 20 miles outside of the city. So you can at least give that general location, and Combat Cab AI flips around and starts heading off.
Hey, Drake, you picking up the tab for this ride?
I mean, I can. Is money an issue for you all?
I don't know.
We just don't like to spend it.
You know what?
Nice
That's
to
fair.
meet you.
That's fair.
Nice to meet you.
I mean, that's
Usually happens.
very much my philosophy as well. I'm not gonna spend it if I can avoid it. Hell.
Is this a
Good philosophy to have.
Is this a contested persuasion trying to get Drake to pay for it? Sort of.
Oh no, she'll pay for it. She doesn't
do we
mind.
ha-
She'll pay for it.
Do we have to do an acting role of like, let me grab it? And
No,
not
me.
Sweep in and get it.
No, it
Yeah,
seems
that's
like
fine.
Drake.
You all can fight over it.
It seems
It's,
like Drake
it's
is
just
nice.
Bud's way of needling, just seeing what reactions he gets. Just to gauge,
Sure.
And he's a cheapskate.
Yeah, you get-
Hey, I got an Elfline subscription to keep up. Okay.
Oh, you play Elflines. What level are you?
Play is a strong word when somebody already knows what's going to happen in the story.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, I am on my 3rd character, so.
Nothing wrong with alts. Alts are a good pastime, but I guess since we have a few minutes, I need to sort of come down to describe how I ended up in this position. And Drake actually, not pointing at anyone, but she kind of holds out her left arm. And after a moment, it opens up to reveal a concealed flamethrower. And then she does the other thing on the right arm where a pop-up shield and wolvers come out. And as she's showing you all this, she says, believe it or not, I used to work MaxTech Internal Affairs. And long story short, I started to come upon information that some of the targets of MaxTech were not cyber psychos, or at least not in the traditional sense. And when I was investigating, I ended up getting canned. And unfortunately, the people I used to work with started asking questions too, and they went missing. And I pretty much get a hit on wherever I sleep every week. So I'm kind of hoping that me helping you guys will then have you guys help me. Sort of I scratch your back, you scratch mine, if you're following.
Hades also, as soon as the flamethrower came out, Hades is attached to Drake's arm with the flamethrower. Just like embracing it, looking at the flamethrower, and hasn't really been listening.
How can you be so into the flamethrower, Hades, when it's probably something like that torched your apartment?
But this is a different flamethrower. This better be a different flamethrower. Hey, is this a different flamethrower?
I hope it's a different flamethrower.
Have you lit any residences on fire lately?
Wait,
Right up into Drake's face.
There was that one incident on the north side of town. But no, I'm joking with you. I actually that's my holdout weapon. I haven't had to use it in 2 years. So
wait, you got a lot of chrome yourself. You're not a little touched yourself by any chance?
Let's just say that the bountiful pockets of MaxTech paid for therapy.
And Bud, you can do a perception. I think Drake, didn't we set that DV-17 to see?
Let me look.
If we reveal a little more details, and I think Bud would probably get a +2 on that. The solo aspect, his background.
I got it written down 17/21, depending on the lighting.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Is it perception or conceal reveal?
Ooh, I like that. It would really make more sense perception, but I do like the idea of conceal reveal acting because of what it is. So I'll take either one. Yeah, whichever.
Well, my perceptions are way better, so I was wondering if you wanted to nerf my
Yeah,
roll.
go for it. No, absolutely.
Why would you
go
say
for
that?
it. No, it's what he's good. It's what Bud's good at, you know.
And a +2 from background, 19.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. And that's enough in this nighttime dark lighting with the driving around. You had to beat a 21. You've got the +2 in there, so that would take you up to what you need. Drake, if you want to fill Bud in on exactly what he's looking at.
So Bud, what you're noticing is that the longer you look at Drake is, on the surface, she looks human, obviously chromed a little bit. But something's really off about the way her skin reflects in the light, the way the muscles are a little bit too perfect. And you realize that she is a full Borg conversion, if you follow me. And she has Borg tech on top of that for some reason.
Hang on, that's all real skin. Is there any of you that's Scannic?
Well, up here, tapping her head.
Just so is it what? Brain stem, spine?
Brain stem of the spine, maybe a little bit in the fingers. I think it's this one here. And I hold up not the middle finger, but like the left index finger.
Yeah, just this is organic.
No, that's on my other hand. I save that for special occasions.
Nice.
Wow.
That's wild.
I mean, is it okay to ask about that?
Oh, I don't mind sharing it. Usually, though, people don't notice. So well done on your observation.
He's our
And
solo.
he'll lift his glasses and you'll see his own pair of high-end cyber eyes as well.
Yes, that would explain it.
Well,
So
I
is that-
have cyber eyes too.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, you were just
Wasn't gonna
hyper-focused on one particular aspect.
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Hades is still like just embracing the arm.
I don't
So-
judge your pastimes and your romantic interests, okay?
So, was it a compulsory thing for Max Tech to be borged out, or is that why they hired you?
So, long story short, and I kind of look out the window to gauge how much time we have, and deciding to give the Cliff Notes version. Long story short, I grew up as part of a Netrunner family, actually over in Asia, and I ended up getting picked up by Max Tech after I showed quote-unquote bravery against an attacking cyber psycho that kind of wiped out one of the floating cities, or nearly did anyways. And the full board conversion wasn't compulsory, but it was paid for and highly incentivized, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Coerced.
You say coerced, I
Borderline.
say nicely asked.
Well, I mean, it's being stuck in a room starving and the one option giving you the reward.
Yeah, I've seen Max Tack about town nicely asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Well, now you have to imagine if I'm internal affairs and somebody is on my butt, what does that mean for who I'm going after?
Oh, that's
I'd say it
fun.
means that we're
That's fun.
fracked. I'd say
Yeah.
that's what that means.
One piece of the story that I'm still missing, though. How do you know our mutual friend?
The AI? Well, ever since coming to Night City, I've been doing odd jobs for them. It's kind of padded my pocket, as it were.
Yeah.
God, I wish we
But-
knew a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. It was just one of those things where I was in my sea container, fending off the latest attack, which happened to be a bunch of drones, but that's beside the point. And all I know is I look at my agent, and I've got 3 notifications, one of them from Elf Lines, where apparently my character was killed again, and then 2 from the AI offering me a new job.
And to pad a little bit of the lore, because of what we're doing in international law sort of stuff, like although it started in Japan, you did work Max Tack in Precinct 2 in Haywood, which is where all of this kind of went down, all the other stuff. But once you came to Night City, you've been working with the AI.
So yeah. What? So here's the question, and in return for your help with us, and you look like you could be pretty useful, I'll have to say. What is it that we can assist you with?
Well, that's where it gets a little bit sticky, but long story short, I want to make sure that the person that caused my former team's demise, I want to make sure they go down, and they go down hard. So, your classic revenge story, as it were.
Me too. I want a revenge story right now.
So this is a mutual back scratching thing. You're not engaging us as a client or nothing. We're just helping each other out.
I think it's a nice way to put it, yeah.
Sure. I just want to be transparent about these things.
Though I will make one thing clear, the next cab ride's on one of you.
Not
Fair.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
God.
Looks like it's you, bud.
Yeah, and
Oh, looks like certain games never go away. Not
That's
even in
right.
the dark future.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's fully revealed. I know Drake mentioned being a lawman, being part of internal affairs, but that aspect of it involves a little bit of multi-classing into media. As anyone would know, being a lawman had to obviously get the start in Max Tack, hence being kind of beefed up, have been through some ish, but has evolved into media, now internal affairs, which is where things got sticky when she possibly noticed some things or whatever. Obviously, you've gotten the Cliff Notes, the short version of all this, but the sort of helping back, the revenge part of it being the media. You've got to help kind of uncover some evidence, get to the bottom of what's going on there, her getting let go, and then obviously in the process getting revenge for all this because of her past team getting taken out and attempted hits on her life, just to give a little bit of detail to that. And I would even say that her mentioning being internal affairs, all of you would know that involves media sort of work and breaking the story of this as well as the revenge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of like metagaming ever so slightly, like mechanically, your media, your special skill is credibility and sources and stuff.
Yeah, so right now I'm actually a even 4-4 split. I was considering going a little bit more into lawmen, but ultimately I decided an even split would probably suit us a little bit better. But I am
you have backup as well.
Say again.
You have level 4 backup as well.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, last few friends that are still in precinct number 2 that weren't, maybe part of the exact original Max Tac team that got taken out. And those details will probably surface in deeper conversation, possibly in the next campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll have to say.
Better keep watching.
More people catching bullets that aren't me is always good.
Also, I just want to point out that that's a very optimistic view that we won't all die horribly, so I like it.
Does
I mean,
does
so long as
Drake
there's
know?
no balconies anywhere around, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, we don't need to. In front of the cool new, yeah, you don't need to. It's fine. Does Drake know alley cats?
I don't know. Would I?
Yeah. Why don't
Should
you
I roll something?
I was gonna say, yeah, Drake. Why don't you give me a 1d10, and let me know where it falls. I believe Allie
Yeah,
is
does
up to 4 or 5.
But does
now?
Drake like racy BDs? That's the question.
How's an 8 sound for you?
Depends if you're trying to roll under or over.
Yeah, it would have to be under. So no, you haven't. Maybe being a little new to Night City, spending most of your time working in Japan, you're not familiar with alley cats.
Would it be fair for me to assume by the hair that rocker gal?
You got that vibe about you. Yeah. I specialize in adult entertainment, specifically BDs.
It's a very lucrative field, especially in the West, or is it the East? I never remember the direction, but no, it's a very lucrative field. You must do quite well with it.
Yeah, I do okay. Managed to, have my own show, my own signature line with bonbons, and my own nemesis, who is a
That's right.
pathetic fellow rocker who thinks they can take me down. Which means that you're doing pretty well.
So I just want to be clear here. So Hades, right? Hades, we're doing your revenge, and then we're doing my revenge, and then are we doing your revenge?
I think that makes
No.
sense.
Oh wait, my revenge or Hades' revenge?
No,
No.
yours.
That's
Allie.
that's like in my own time kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we already did Bud's revenge.
Yeah, took down
yeah,
a whole.
yeah.
Bud, are you mad at
Oh,
We
yeah.
sank our own
Formation
floating.
island.
We sank our own floating city. Yeah.
Yeah, and Drake, give me another 1d10.
Sure.
It's gonna
Let's
have
see
a
what we
little
got.
bonus here, since you have a little history with Drift Nations.
Full 10. You want me to roll again?
Yeah.
All right. Survey says a total of 15.
Nice. Yeah, no, you haven't heard of what they've done either, but the team was kind of, I guess, indulging a little bit in that story anyways, so maybe they'll... And thanks Warp, thanks Vampire for the +2s for the team too, I saw that.
Hey. Yeah, we had to clarify whether they they were screwing us over or giving us a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bud, are you mad at someone else now? Did somebody do something to you since we sank the city?
Yeah, the Citadel, by the way, not an accident. That was us. No, I'm not mad at anyone.
Are you sure?
No. No,
I'm mad at the
revenge
person who
mission?
burned down your apartment. Remember?
Well, yeah,
And
but
maybe your landlord.
that's benevolent anger. I didn't know if you had any, things going on in your own in there.
Yeah, I'm.
That's free.
We can do another, we could do another revenge for you if you really wanted.
Well, maybe we'll make some good enemies during this.
One can only hope.
Ever the optimist.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, if you're not careful, Hades, Bud's next nemesis is going to be you if you set him on fire again.
Listen.
Wait, again?
Yeah, Hades set Bud on fire.
I don't
That's the
take
story.
responsibility for where Bud is standing. Bud's position, whether or not if it is directly in front of me or out of the range of my flamethrower, is his own business. Maybe he likes being set on fire. I'm not here to judge.
I don't. But
He doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not getting that vibe now.
Yeah.
She said the guy I was fighting on fire too, so it's a wash in the end.
That's right. It's a wash in the end with fire.
As they say.
It really helps around Hades if you just go with the flow, you know?
I'm getting that vibe. Yeah. But and at this point, like, I've almost taken the flamethrower out of its casing just to let you tinker with it a little bit more. And the only thing I say is, all right, so as long as you don't puncture that tank there, we're good. Just don't do that.
Oh, no. You know what? I think that's nuts. Okay.
Oh, look, I think we're pulling up.
Yeah, and it is about that time. You do leave the busy sounds and environment of Night City as you travel roughly, 10 to 20 miles, somewhere in between there when you get to that sort of triangulated location out into the Badlands. It's just desert wind sounds, a red sort of blackish hue to the sky as it at this time is probably sometime between 3 and 4 a.m. Took you roughly over an hour to get out here, but it was in the middle of the night that you broke into Ziggurat. But you get out here and you do see up ahead along the highway, like the only thing out here you see a big red sign that says the Duster Motel. And it's just this motel, the Duster, a big red sign. A little bit beyond that, kind of hard to see through the dust storm, you do see an Oasis sign, Continental Brands Oasis, like one of their random fueling spots where you can buy things. Think of one of those like highly protected and armored 7-Elevens, so to speak. But you see that in the far distance beyond that is only things out here. I will bring up a little bit of imagery here on roll 20.
Ooh.
Just something for fun, just that you see as you're pulling up. You can see a little motel sign there glowing.
Oh, yeah.
Neat.
Oh, yeah, just waiting for it to pop in for me. Oh, that's awesome. Love the perspective.
Just a little bit of imagery. Shout out to Lion Banner Games, official sponsor at Cybernation Uncensored. And he has a lot of animated maps as well. This one is animated, but I put in the static one for the sake of just streamlining a couple layers to this so we could kind of get going. But combat cab is pulling up. You see that glowing red sign, the Duster Motel, off in the distance. And as the cab approaches and kind of gets closer and closer, it switches back to the AI. Hello, we are entering the location that you put in. Where should I stop?
I mean, I guess at the motel, right? Unless anyone wants any snacks or anything from 7-Eleven. Hades, what do you want?
I would like some kibble flavored chips and
kibble flavor.
When you're gonna go junky, you kind of just gotta go all the way.
Sure. I mean, usually I get flavor to put on the kibble.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to taste the original flavor.
It's different when you're eating
I
it
thought
in
we were past
format.
questioning Hades' choices.
Let's see, and I need 7 packs of the mini muffins.
7?
No more, no less.
Okay.
Sure. Does anyone else want anything, or am I just Hades' mule, her sugar mule?
I think it's a good idea. Like if we just pull up at the shop thing first, and then we can scope the place while looking normal.
You have to say normal in air quotes there.
Yeah, for a Netrunner team. But we're just passing through. We're not here for any specific assassination.
So does anyone else want anything or no?
No, I'm just gonna fill my lungs. Hang on.
Yeah, so you can stop by the...
Bud stands and smokes and looks over there.
Yeah, you can stop by the Oasis station, which is, maybe about a mile up ahead from the Duster Motel.
Okay, so...
Yeah, it's a little in the distance. You see the light, the signage, but you can go up there so Hades can grab some things. And what you see is, it's like an Oasis, heavily secured. You see drop cages pulled up above the bulletproof glass. Cages beyond that. I mean, like most of these out in the middle of the Badlands, just heavily secured. You see a couple security guards in a booth on either side of the entrance to the parking lot. One with a rifle, another one posted up. Looks like he's looking at some holographic tabloid or something. And it's really not that busy. Middle of the night, no one's here, but you're able to go in and purchase what you need. Hades gets her muffins and anything else, little sugary snacks Allie gets. Other than that, when you passed, you saw the Duster Motel. It did have a few cars in the parking lot. It looked like approximately 4 as you went by. You can see that the motel hosts about 14 rooms, 7 and 7. It's a dual level. You saw some type of big generator or something powering the entire building. You could see some type of managerial office or something separate from the actual motel. Other than that, that's what you saw when you drove by. You'd have to, actually go in and pull into the motel if you're interested in getting closer.
Are there any details I can tell with a pair of binoculars from here?
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception.
Nice. So while those guys are shopping, I'm just having a smoke. Binoculars up. 22.
Nice. Yeah, you can see that, nobody's coming and going. Obviously, middle of the night. Looks like a lot of the lights are just off, with the exception of the signage. And the manager's office still has lights on. You can see that there is a sign, kind of flickering a neon that says vacancies available.
Any of the room lights on?
Yeah, you can see that a couple of them have dim lights on, maybe like some TV flickering looking lights, but most of them are off. It's middle of the night.
Okay, well, I know when the guys come out of the convenience, I can tell them that, I'm not seeing guards, not seeing bots, just a couple of guests, and otherwise it's empty.
Weird place for this, for these coordinates to be, but maybe someone's trying to lie low?
Yeah, well, what do you think
the coordinates, real quick? What are we looking for exactly? A person? A dead drop?
We haven't found any
heinously evil.
Yeah, we never found any details on this guy. All we have so far is Stan the Man.
Stan the Man. Why does that name sound so familiar? Wait. Stan the Man. Is he related to Frank the Man?
Is the Man their surname? Maybe it's...
No, I think it's some sort of booster gang thing, but I might be completely misremembering.
What, a booster gang of just guys?
Well, I mean, you've got the bozos that are all clowns.
You can't have more than one of the man. Then it would be a man.
Or the men.
The men. Yeah, that
Plural.
makes more sense.
You know what? Next time I'm at one of their stand-up town halls, I'll mention it to them.
Right, yeah.
I would.
So what do we do? Stand in the parking lot and ring the number that we have?
Maybe, or we could get a room. But, I mean, we won't have good visuals on...
Just go maintenance it.
What's that?
Bud, you look like you could be maintenance. Just go up there and knock on it. And tell me as a leader or something.
Yeah, but which room? We need to know where this guy's at.
All of them.
Yeah.
And just kill everyone at the motel, Hades.
It's not my fault they chose to be here right now.
Okay, I'm with Bud on this one. I don't know. Should we ring it with you? I mean, the windows are kind of drawn. Is there some way to draw people out, maybe? Pull a fire alarm, then ring? Get good visuals?
Well, they might have a subnet if they have a subnet maybe and cameras in the room placed like this, they might have some hidden cams. Maybe Hades, you can get a look in those rooms. Hey, I didn't say you had to look at the footage.
But you know I'm gonna have to look at the footage. You know you can't get that out of your head once it's in there.
I mean, I'm happy to look at it, and I'm hardly squeamish.
I'm not squeamish, but have you seen this place? This goes beyond squeamish. It's probably so dirty in there. Can you imagine what kind of fluids are everywhere, Bud?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Mm.
You're right, Bud. They probably have some sort of cam or recording equipment in at least some of these rooms. Hades, are you able to? Yeah, let's click closer, and then maybe you can jack in, see if we can find some sort of hub.
My guess would be it would be by the little check-in room over there that's still bright.
Oh, well, let's make like we're getting a room then.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go up and pull into the parking lot, wave off the combat cab, and go into the manager's office. Everyone cool with that?
Yep.
Yo.
I will toss around some sugary drinks.
Yay.
Nice,
I know that you said you didn't want anything, Bud, but I don't know. You need some sugar.
I love grape. That's awesome. Thanks.
Man, you got grape, I got orange.
Well, I don't know. Just share it or spit in each other's mouths. I don't care.
Weird.
Listen,
if you wanted
that's a
grape,
Friday thing. Today is Thursday. Last I checked, maybe Friday, maybe.
Well, maybe if people had said specifically what they want, like Hades.
I'm just giving you a hard time, trying to do the whole team bonding thing.
You want to mine's sugar flavored.
Oh God. Just, if you want something from the store, ask. Don't be disappointed when you don't get what you want.
Yeah,
I'm not disappointed.
Not say what you want either. You have to
Eat a
say
muffin.
needs.
Wait, hey, those are Hades muffins. Oh, whatever.
But I needed exactly 14 muffins. Now I have 13. What am I supposed to do with this?
That's just a lucky number, right?
Depends on which tarot you read.
You don't know when you need an extra.
Hades angrily shoves all the muffins into her jacket.
You're welcome, Allie. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, and the combat cab pulls into the motel. You can see that the entrance off of the main highway is right here. It pulls off into the highway, into the main parking lot, letting you out. Drake pays, and then it pulls off. It leaves. And just ELH, for sake of metagaming,
Mm-hmm.
usually like little costs and stuff, we'll either put that in chat or discuss. Usually cab rides just deduct 100. Usually when we're at bars, drinks will be 20. Unless it's a dive, it'll be 10. And we usually just do that off camera. Don't have to do a lot of crunch. So if that ever comes up in the next sessions, just go ahead and deduct that since if you cover.
I'll make a note.
Yeah. But the combat cab pulls in. You all get out. It drives off after Drake pays. You're standing in this parking lot. You can see the imagery here on roll 20. And yeah, I'm not even going to make you do a perception to at least give you a little bit of what you're seeing here, which is, there's about 4 vehicles in this parking lot. There's the outside little dim lights by each door. A couple of the rooms you can see have like some flickering lights inside, like maybe watching some TV or something. There's kind of a broken down vehicle over here that looks like it's been stripped for parts. There's tanks and fuel stations and water purification sort of hookups. There's a big generator over here that you can see is wired to the entire establishment, powering it. Being out here in the Badlands, it has its own independent power. As you pulled back, you could also see coming from the other side just a bunch of construction materials and things out back, as well as a big sort of water collection tank. Other than that, you've got the managerial office over here to the left. You see it does say rooms available, vacancy available. You see the lights are on. Now you can see as you get closer that it's highly secured. This thing, it looks even more secured than the Oasis that you were just at. It has like drop cages, solid bulletproof glassing. It just looks thick, just thick steel. The cage is open. Everything's open. You can see the glass and like through the hazy scratches in this sort of plexiglass. You see a speaker mounted, and you can see through there some type of figure. There's some lighting, but it's obviously dingy. You'd have to get right up to it to see what's going on. But just as you notice that, you hear a voice coming through the speaker that just says, "Hey, we have some rooms available. You need a room?"
Yes!
Well,
Yes!
step over
Just
to
one?
the office. Let's get you set up.
Okay. I don't like it. They can see and hear. They can see and hear everything.
Yeah, I
With the
mean,
whispers too.
yeah, let's just head in.
Yeah, and as
Stop
you-
acting weird.
yeah, you walk.
Hayes will start wandering in.
Yeah, you walk over to the big managerial building. And first thing you notice is it's not a sort of enter sort of thing. It's kind of like a walk up to this sort of bank teller booth look with like bulletproof glassing. You can see the drop cages. You can even see kind of the format where a turret would pop out, like not very well hidden. You can see from just the dirt buildup in the crevices. You can see what would typically be a DV-17 security cam, just blatant view as you walk up. Just things are just kind of beat up. You can tell that this is a jury-rigged sort of situation. Very Badlands, middle of nowhere sort of vibe. Almost a post-apocalyptic vibe. But as you get closer, you can see there's an old man inside there behind the sort of hazy plexiglass, and he just leans up in the lighting. You can see the Duster Motel logo behind him, which is this sort of tornado with a wheel coming out of it with like action lines coming out, but that's mounted behind him with the Duster Motel. And he leans up, the old man, he just said, "Hey, you guys need a room?"
Is this your motel?
Yep, this is the Duster.
Yeah, we need somewhere to lay low for a while.
Have you been out here before?
Badlands or your place?
To the Duster. This is Duster. I'm Barney. I run the Duster. I mean, people that know me, they call me Gramps.
We've never been here before.
And everybody give me a 1d10. This is some rep checks.
That would be a 4 for Drake.
A 1.
3 for Hades.
3.
Yeah, all of you, the second he mentions, those that know me call me Gramps. The second he says Gramps, it like just clicks in your head like, shit, this is like that logo, the tornado with the wheel. Like, this isn't just like the Duster Motel. This is part of the Duster clan nomads. Like, they run this motel. Gramps is like part of that clan. This is one of their many locations. But Gramps is known for like sourcing anything. And I mean like in all caps, anything. They transport anything. Like, they have lots of fixer hookups. But as far as a nomad, like, very underground and into transporting anything anonymously. But Gramps has been around a long time. You all recognize it the second he says, "Those that know me call me Gramps."
Oh, that
Wow.
Gramps?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's an honor to actually meet you. Your name travels far.
Oh, okay, so you're familiar. That's great. Do you need a room or you need something transported?
Both?
We
Wait,
just
what?
need a room, Hades.
What if I want something?
we don't need transport. We're good on that front. We just
Oh, okay.
need a room. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Just 180s. All of you in one room or separate rooms?
No.
Is that no to separate rooms? Or y'all? I mean, hey, I don't. Gramps doesn't judge. Hey, y'all can have the same
No,
room
we're
if
not
you
all
want.
in the same room. There's Allie, Drake, and I will be in one room, and Bud, you can have your own room.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, just,
we just need to lay low for a day. That's all. You know that, right? You don't have to
Come on, don't leave
sleep
Bud
head
out
to
of
toe with
the,
me.
Don't leave him out of the slumber party.
Hey,
But you snore. You snore really loudly.
So
Oh,
do
is this a
you.
bad time to
Or-
mention? Yeah, if you think that snoring's bad, yeah.
Look, with the amount of punches we've all taken to the face, I think we've probably all got some sort of
I-
snoring
I do
One room.
and
Thanks.
I do just want to add, like, I can only imagine the synthetic rumbling of a Borg snoring. the sort of like an engine almost.
It's
like a
just like when you
V4.
leave. Yeah, it's just like when you leave your fan, your laptop fan or your laptop on for too long, and it's just like. The fan is going.
No.
And it comes a point where you're like, is it supposed to be making that noise? Is it?
It's about to take off.
No problem. One room, all in one. Hey, Gramps doesn't judge, and hey, I heard you need to lay low. Hey, I can keep it off the books 100%. I just 150 Eddies, room all yours. You got it. 24 hours.
Great. Speaking of laying low, how's your confidentiality?
Well, if you know Gramps, then you know it's the best around.
Well, yeah. Cool. Just good to know.
You all right? He slides through.
Yeah, I didn't think it was worth telling him, asking him about someone who's staying here. I didn't think.
Hey, if he's good with confidentiality, he's not going to tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you scan while we were in here, though, Hades?
I'm working on it. Scan. You got excited. Hades will.
Yeah, we can never let Hades in on the grift because she just commits way too hard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're just like, we're distracting for you. Can you?
Yeah.
That would be a 14.
We just really need the one room.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
not
Hades-
that important.
Especially when I started talking about the one room, she got real distracted.
Yeah, and hey, just things running through her brain, things she's planning. I would sleep with one eye open, everyone else. But no, you can tell, Hades, you can tell there's a system coming from inside the managerial office, somewhere inside there behind Gramps, somewhere. It almost seems like it's coming from behind him upstairs, like there's an upstairs to this building, which it looks like there could be. And then you can also tell that there's a system coming from over by that generator that you saw that seems to be powering the establishment as well. But while you're doing that and you're chatting, Gramps seems to be kind of waiting to get that 150 Eddies. He's holding up a little punch card. It's like an old analog sort of key lock system. Like, do you need the room? Who's paying?
We splitting or?
I'll cover it. Whatever.
Yay!
Yeah.
Bud, the hero. You can stay in the room,
thanks.
Bud.
That's all it took. That's all it took.
Vampire Bites adds sleeping with one eye open. Are you also gripping your pillow tight, Rob? So now we're reciting lyrics. I don't want to sing it. I don't want to ruin our copyright. We got Syrinscape going, so we can get with that. We don't ruin it with them. But good reference. That's fun. But yeah, Gramps slides through a little sort of thing that you would slide cart shelf comes out of the wall. Very similar to like a drive-through teller at a bank, but it comes through. You see a little punch card there after you put the payment through. And Gramps says, "Enjoy your stay. We're here all night, all day. If it's not me, it's one of my boys. So just stop in if you need anything."
Thanks, Gramps. We appreciate it.
You've got the card.
Okay.
Once they get outside, Hades will
So there's a system upstairs right above where Gramps was, which that might be harder to get to, but there's one over by the generator too, it seems.
Well, that
Looking at the manager's office, like, are we talking 2 stories, 1.5 stories?
No, it looks like it's 2 stories.
And I look over at Bud. You think we could throw her up on the roof? She'd be out of sight.
Yeah, it might be close enough. Those arms of yours, probably.
I would hope so. I don't know, Hades, how do you feel about this?
Hades?
Are you going to pick me up like a baby first?
Maybe Bud can?
I got
tall.
buck 5,
You're
so
taller.
not really.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
Bud to pick me
could.
up like a baby.
Everybody give me a perception while you're talking about this.
Yeah,
I
you
know it's
likely
probably
get
not.
shot.
But I always just think it's to do with, the action that we're talking about.
20.
18.
11.
18 for me as well.
Nice. Yeah, anybody above 17 basically notices while you're talking about this over kind of near the managerial office, you see Gramps kind of disappear like behind the hazy plexiglass, went back to doing whatever he was doing. It's hard to see through that. But you notice all the way on the other end of the motel here, I'll click on it on Roll20 so you can get a little visual, all the way down by this vehicle, by this room, yeah, down at that end. You notice, like I said, anybody above 17 for that perception. The door open to that room, and you see a big sort of like Borg-looking guy, like linear frame, like huge, scary-looking guy, come out, just like walk in between that and the other unit there. There's like some vendit machines set up where the stairs kind of go up to the next level, which are on both ends actually. And he goes over to the vendit, starts messing with that. And then gets something, goes back in the room. Just something random you notice while you guys were chatting.
What?
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see anything.
That huge creature over there.
Okay, first of all, Borgs are still people too, but that's beside the point.
It was the size of like 10 people.
Well, some Borg aren't like me. Some of them need a little bit. Okay, that's getting into the weeds. Out of character question, real quick. Based on my time spending around places like Metal Storm, aka the Borg hangout when you want to go thrash, would this guy have seemed at all familiar to me?
No. Did you you were above that 17?
Yeah, I had an 18.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1d10.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody that has the that had that above 17, give me the 1d10. Actually, let me just do a little. This would be a little.
Looks like a 7 on my point.
And goddamn.
One time I roll a 10.
Yeah, it's nothing's looking familiar or sounding familiar. Looking at him, the only thing you notice, like he has like this jacket on, and you can see it has like some type of like python in like a circle, like a big sort of cybernetic like python looking character, something like on his jacket. But again, it's not reminding you of anything. No rep check. It's not clicking.
Looking like, so he's like does he look like a ganger, like a maelstromer?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He
looks like, Maelstrom style, like Borged out ganger, or like Borged out nomad guy, Borged out sort of scaver. Like he's definitely has that rough Badlands look, Doesn't look like a corpo or anything like that,
We need to have a look in these rooms, and then when we got eyes, call that number.
Okay. So is that a yes to going on top of the roof, or?
That's fine. I just, if you're not gonna like pick me up for a second, that's fine.
I can pick you up, Hades.
Yay!
Fine. Okay. So what? We're just giving a boost up onto the top?
Yeah, is there somewhere sly we can do that around the back?
It would be a definite stealth check. So
Alright.
whoever's involved with that, give me a stealth.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, I believe.
You do have some
Can
plus
I-
twos, just to remind you. You have luck. You have plus twos.
Yeah.
Can I do
You got two.
complimentary with a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you?
I'll just look out while you guys are like boosting her up there.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead
give
and
that
take
extra-
+2 because
Whoa!
I'm not known
Whoa!
for my stealth.
Oh my god.
You guys are
That's
doing
a
amazing.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this will give. You'll definitely. Everybody will definitely get a +1 because of Bud being perceptive.
God damn it!
Oh boy.
Every time.
+2, but it didn't even
Every
help.
time.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ugh.
It's not the right number.
Yeah, this is what happens.
not good.
This is what
Every
happens.
time. Every time.
Yeah, you guys are just about to do that. You kind of try to
Stuff added in there too, by the way.
You just try to stealthily make your way over to the manager building, over like off to the side to boost up, away from that big plexiglass front. And as you're making your way over there, Bud's kind of looking out. Bud notices when Gramps kind of comes back to the front room, because you see like the movement through that hazy plexiglass, bulletproof glass front. And Bud kind of like tells you when to go, when not to go. but unfortunately, it's not good enough. Hades.
I imagine whenever they hook Hades up there, because in my mind, I imagine Drake just like a baseball onto the roof. And Hades,
well, I imagine more like a teddy bear, but yeah.
And Hades, as soon as she's airborne, would be like, "Wah!"
Yeah, exactly. No, I like that. But give me your athletics. And Drake, you give me your athletics.
Sure. Oh, looks like my avatar froze. I'll fix it in a moment.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Allie, were you helping throw Hades up as well?
Yeah, I was helping.
Okay,
that is not good. That is not
for Hades.
Let's.
It's real pro right now, guys.
Well, this makes
Yeah.
sense. But this makes sense. This makes sense to the story and the way that it went with the stealth and all that, and with Hades making noise. It just didn't work out well. Bud was a good lookout, but it was complicated. You tried to get Hades up. She kind of screamed in the process, just trying to grip the top, falling back down. Just as like you hear through the speaker, and you hear Gramps' voice, "Hey, what's going on out there? You all right? Your room is up there, second floor. You can see it's right there, room 12.
All right, pack it in, guys. Pack it in.
Yeah, sorry. We just, you're not used to being indoors for a while.
I threw my wallet up here. On accident.
Move. Okay, stop being suspicious. Go.
You're being suspicious. I'm giving reasons.
Reasons are not good things to give.
And Hades,
Let's
give me a persuasion.
I don't know if she was actually saying that loud enough to. I think she was more just muttering.
All right, never mind. No, it's fine. Gramps just, your room's up there. Just, stop messing around.
Yeah, sorry.
Just goofing off. God damn it, move. How hard is it to climb on you had to step on a hollow trash can? God.
Why don't you go up there?
I don't know, Bud. How hard is it to land on a balcony?
Okay.
Oh.
I feel like I need to be told this story at some point.
Yeah, for reference, Drake, Bud nearly totally fell off a balcony to his death by jumping down and slipping. Yeah, and we'll never let him forget it.
Like 19 stories up or something.
Yeah.
It would have been my ignominious end. I actually slipped and like landed like death gripping the railing. So.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks Shinobi, another +2 there for the team, whoever's keeping track. And yeah, you guys make your way up to the room 12. It's on the second story, almost in the middle, kind of middle to the right down there. Here, I'll give a little thing. You're kind of over here upstairs. But you get to the room, and it's just a small room. I guess you'd call it a queen-size bed. I mean, it doesn't really look regulated. It looks like there's some type of makeshift mattress and framework. But it's decent, It's a motel out in the middle of Badlands. There's at least no dirt in here. It doesn't smell like anything's rotting or anything like that. It's just not obviously a 4-star hotel or anything by any means. But there's a bathroom, there's a bed. You do see that there is some type of TV. It looks like it's hooked up to some system where, you can play old school shows from the old 2020. It's not even hooked up to the actual systems from Night City or anything like that. So you're not getting any Net 54 streams or anything. Lots of old school stuff. But you're in the room. All of you can feel free to kind of chat in character about your plans, things that you want to do. However, we are going to take our 5-minute bio break right here. So I'm going to leave the mics hot. So in between taking our break, if the team wants to talk about plans and stuff like that, the chat can contribute ideas. So just remember that. Mics are hot. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't anybody go anywhere in chat. We'll be right back.
Hey.
Guys.
So give me a moment to readjust the avatar, because one of the things about this avatar, as much as I love it, is that they actually pushed a new iPhone update a few days ago, and it's messing with every VTuber's tracking right now. So you kind of have to trick it in sitting a certain way when you reset it. So
yeah, oh man, Apple's got everyone by the nuts,
mm-hmm.
Including me, because I'm I'm like finishing on my plan, and also my phone has got like a crack large enough in it that I occasionally cut my thumb on it.
Ooh,
And I was like,
that
that's a
is not
sign.
fun.
That's a sign, right? I should get a new one. Because usually I'm not one to like, you know, I don't care if a new model comes out, but it's like by the time that I'm starting to like injure myself on my own phone, that's when
Probably
I should
a good time to get a new one. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I just want to, I want like a newer model, preferably with like a better camera, and like the girl's taking me through it. It looks really cool. Like it's basically pretty similar to my plan at the moment. And she's like, now just so you know, it doesn't come with a charging cable, but we can like add that in as accessories, and it does come with a different charging cable. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's weird, but makes sense. And it's
Apple.
USB-C. So it doesn't even fit into a USB port. It's a whole new freaking port. I'm like, do you know how inconvenient that's gonna be? Like,
Apple
Ellen,
is it fine?
Is it
I think
FireWire to USB-C?
what's
I'm trying to
that?
imagine this cable. Is it a FireWire? Because that's Apple's proprietary. Is it FireWire to USB-C?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I'm just and she's like, it's meant to charge it faster, and I'm like, I'm sure it does, but everything has a USB port. My car has a USB port.
Yeah.
If I need to like charge my phone on the go, then it's like there's usually a USB port somewhere. You just plug it into that. You won't be able to plug it into a freaking laptop. Anyway, I'm like, just because I'm too dumb to use an Android, now I have to adopt my whole life to this nonsense.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Brazil!
pee
It
in
was
anger
Brazil. Brazil fined Apple $2 million for not providing chargers with the iPhone 12. Get him, Brazil.
Yeah, good job, Brazil. All things considered.
I mean, $2 million is nothing to Apple.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a drop. It's not even a penny to them, but you know.
Yeah.
No, I was so as part of this break's going, I was thinking so, and this is just me guessing out of character. I'm not going to metagame it, but I'm guessing that the node over by the generator is probably going to control the building power, and
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe if we turn that off, you know, they're going to come out and investigate, and depending on how annoyed the patrons are, it might start a scene. It might get people out of their rooms, but I feel like we're still in that same situation where they're going to notice you. I don't think there's a roof we can hide you on, if you catch what I'm saying.
If we cut the power over there and everyone comes out,
I mean, if it's coming from a generator, there's
then we
probably
can ring.
being in it.
Then we can ring the burner, and whoever answers in the crowd, we know who it is. So if we can I think that's a really good point. If we just cut the power, people will be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they'll all come out, and then we can ID them.
Although, if a bunch of them are sleeping, they might not notice if power gets cut.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, maybe you can do something else in there. Maybe, you know, turn on all the showers or something. Who knows?
Oh, Hades can do other things.
You know, that I'm trying to think what would be a cool thing to do. You think the TVs are hooked up, maybe?
There would have to be.
So this is just me spitballing, but let's do something where we play some sort of video really, really loudly. Some, you know, really just sort of like jump scare video just to get people to like shoot up in their beds and, you know, start freaking out. And then we cut the power.
I mean, if it's all playing old stuff from the 2020s, we could play the old classic of classic cinema, The Ring.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to say like Bushido 5 or something.
Oh, no, something where it's like a haunted TV.
Yeah, it's just to freak everyone out.
We wanted to get out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was.
Hades' classic move is also flickering the lights, so. Oh, Warp Wolf, yes! Rickroll the entire building.
It's one way to do it.
Turn the AC off. Put it on heat. Heat all the rooms up.
Imagine out this way, it's actually probably pretty hot, all things considered. That actually might be the play.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about that more, yeah, if we turn up the heat, then the generator going out might be kind of one of those, oh, some idiot turned up their heat too high again, kind of a thing.
Plausible deniability.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we'll yeah, go.
I was gonna say the question is gonna be how to get into the one near the generator without being seen.
Right.
Well, hopefully it's a little less conspicuous than by the main office, right?
Hopefully.
We talking strategy?
Yep.
Yeah, so ideas so far are like to cause some sort of sound or heat or whatever issue in the rooms if we can, using whatever that subnet can get us, so that everyone's awake in their rooms and annoyed, and then cut the power so everyone comes out of their rooms, and then ring the phone once everyone's out.
Cool. But we got to get into that subnet first.
Yeah, we got to go have a look at scope out the generator and sneak over there. See what that subnet does.
Keyword being sneak.
Yes. We're hoping no one's looking that way.
Yes.
Any control over these rolls.
I mean, chat's giving us all these +2s, but they don't really help on full fumbles.
So Hades, how far away can you connect to a node? Do you have any like special gear or?
Not for closer connection. I should be like, I think 3 meters away.
3 meters, okay.
6 or 7, isn't it? But it's much of a muchness.
Well, it's one of those things where I'm trying to like measure on Roll20 map here. It looks like that.
Oh yeah.
Sort of that corner there is 6 meters away. That might work.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be inside the building. Like the outer walls can shield a bit sometimes.
That's true. Yeah.
Bronx is saying 6.
It's 6 open air.
Like 6 in open air.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's how I rule it when I play, anyway.
Yeah, I was on the.
It's in a thing like above the generator, so I don't know if it counts toward like rise.
That's also true. Yeah.
Interference from whatever's like electromagnetic in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know what kind of generator it is. That's fair.
All right.
The old
Vibes.
kind.
Let's go back.
Big old choo-choo chugger.
Hey.
Rob's waiting for Hades to have a full
Oh yeah,
full mouth
sorry.
food.
Hey, let me go back. Okay, we ready, Hades? And we're back. There, I took us back.
Smart
Back
time.
again.
Hey.
It's our thing.
Kibble flavor.
Kibble. Buffalo things flavored. All right. So we're officially back from break. Thank you everyone that stuck around and didn't go anywhere. We really appreciate that. So the team basically checked into the Duster Motel. They recognized Gramps. This is the Duster clan run motel. Gramps part of that clan. They run a series of motels and things like that, doing a lot of transporting of just about anything. But yeah, you guys got the room. You're up on the second floor, room 12. It's the middle of the night, so you all are in the room. I'll let you all take it from there.
So how are we gonna get these people out?
Well, let's see what that subnet gets us access to.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over there.
The problem is this place is kind of a hole, so I don't know if they'd have any, fire suppression system or anything really.
Hey,
Hey,
if the
look,
room
if they
has
got
lights,
ace,
I can flash them.
if the AC's hooked up, we can cook every room here. It's a hot night.
Bold of you to
TVs are
assume there's an
hooked
AC.
if the TVs are hooked up, I can play an array of my favorite TV-based horror poltergeist movies.
Great. Okay, yeah, let's try that. We know for sure there's TVs.
Let's go for a little walk, Hades.
We can play Poltergeist 20, the really haunted one.
Okay,
You hear
just
about
as a
that?
point of
Everyone
order.
involved died. Everyone. Every single person.
But then they came back to life and they died again.
Yeah, it was whack. So weird. Anyway.
I think the studio just wanted their money's worth.
They just revived him there on the set.
Finish.
Yeah, just as a quick point of order, as Hades and Bob, God, I already forgetting names.
Bud.
Sorry. As you two kind of check out the generator, I think I would like to have Drake not providing Overwatch per se, but like standing outside on that balcony, just observing the area, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, what's Allie doing when Bud and Hades make their way over there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna follow my MO of this season and just stick as close to Hades as possible, so she doesn't get in trouble.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bud, Hades, Allie, all three of you give me a stealth just to gauge where you're going. Not that, you need to be stealthy, someone's watching or anything like that. I just like to kind of gauge the level of stealthiness. And Drake, give me a
You just want
perception.
to see me fail again. That's fine.
You know how it is. Sometimes I don't set a DV. I'll just kind of gauge the
What
level.
the heck?
See?
Wow.
See?
Well,
What is
I had an 18 on perception at least.
So I guess your base is 7, right, Hades?
I got
Every single
You just
time.
roll badly at
Wow.
stealth every time. It's not even about
Yeah.
your. I mean, your base is not like super high, but like it's
Yeah.
just literally bad luck.
Yeah, you three are making your way over to this generator. As you get closer and closer to it, you make your way down the stairs at that end over there. You notice, this is a huge old school generator. It looks like it's been kind of rigged up, obviously, by some type of tech, where they've combined multiple generators into one. It looks like it's been converted into some type of like a continual power renewal system. You don't see like a windmill or like solar paneling, but you can hear something kind of cycling inside. So obviously this is some type of self-powered generator, but it's running. You can feel the hum of it. You feel the warmth coming off of this huge thing, and as you approach, you can see that there's Hades detected there's a system coming from this, but you can also see there's some type of like hardwire panel. It looks like it's locked. There's some old school lock on it, not digital by any means, but it's locked up. So there looks like there is some type of like hard paneling to this generator, but there's a system involved as well that maybe gives you a little more detail to the controls versus the manual. But that's what you see as you go. I assume Hades is humming a song, maybe trips and falls, does whatever she does to make noise.
I'll tell you exactly what Hades doing.
Ugh. Oh God.
Nice.
Why did I get something so crispy as a snack? I should have. That's on me, guys.
It's on you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much really good.
And Drake, you notice, as you're sitting there, you hear Hades chewing that as they're making their way to the generator. I mean, if you can hear it, other people can hear it. They're not being very stealthy. In fact, you notice over on the other end of the parking lot, a woman comes out. She's carrying a sleeping baby. Looks very nomad-like, has like some leathers on and such. And she goes up to the car at the other end, and as she's putting the baby in the car and kind of getting situated, she goes back in, she's taking bags out. She notices as well and like looks down, and you, Drake, you see her looking at Hades, Allie, and Bud as they're making their way over the generator, and just kind of like notices them as she heard Hades chewing very loud in the middle of the dead night. But she doesn't seem to mind it too much. She just notices and goes back to her car loading up with some bags and stuff.
I totally
All right, quick,
thought you were going to say that it woke the baby in the night and they were leaving the hotel because the chewing was so loud.
Well, no.
It's one way to do it. But real quick, I probably should have asked this while we were in the car. Did we exchange agent frequency numbers, all that lovely kind of? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
All right. I always
If you got
like to
cyber
check
audio-
before I go forward.
We usually have
so-
a private comms channel, so
Okay, that works. So for those of you with an AV feed or can receive an AV feed, you're going to get literally an eye view off of one of Drake's eyes showing you this woman and the baby and go, I doubt it's this woman or the baby, but it looks like she is bugging out. So you might want to pull this off pretty quickly if we're going to make sure we don't miss anybody.
I bet it's the baby. Babies are suspicious.
Just in general, or?
I mean, you're not wrong about them being suspicious, but I don't think it's the baby.
I don't know. I've had a baby light my stuff on fire before.
Hades notices as the mom's carrying the baby's over the shoulder and just like looks up at Hades and goes,
Yeah.
and lays back down and goes to sleep. It's really creepy. No, I'm kidding.
Gaga. Or I think that's more like what Hades sees if we have like Hades vision.
Right, her
Whereas
reality.
like in
yeah.
real life, the baby's like.
Yeah, no, I love that. But no, as you're looking, as Drake sends the image, and you notice that woman noticed you and is loading up, the woman puts the last bag in, starts up the car, and proceeds to kind of back out of the motel. Looks like she's leaving.
Drake, stop her!
Okay. And Drake does.
In front of the car. Yourself. Drop yourself in front of the car. You got hit. She hit you. She's a bad driver.
It's not her. God damn.
You don't need to do everything Hades says, Drake.
Are you sure? Like, I've got like 5 seconds before I can not pull this off anymore.
Just don't do it.
But she may have some relation. Like, what if Stan the man gave a phone to somebody else and like she has some clues and can lead us there?
Well, we'll find out when we ring the phone that it's not here.
Well, then it'll be gone. We can't get back on it again.
Look, would you just run the net? God damn it.
Then we can find out. Oh, Bud's doing his scary face.
Well, she started it.
I didn't see that though.
I didn't see Hades starting it. All I saw was
You just see bugging.
Also,
so mature.
real quick, Hades does want to try and pick the lock on the front panel, getting into the actual part of this.
Yeah, give me a pick lock.
That's an 18.
Yeah, you get it open.
Thank God.
Yeah, you mess with the lock and click, comes out a little rust kind of comes out of it as the panel opens, and you see that you have, just like a sort of power panel, you have access to power supply to each one of the rooms, and then you see like manager's office, and then you see signage and outside power, which is the lighting and stuff. But it's just that basic, obviously. Without doing a deduction, this is basic power controls. If you want a little more detailed things, you'd probably have to get into the actual system.
All right. Well, somebody watch over this just in case we need it. It's pretty much the outside stuff, but you never know.
And each individual room, and the manager's office too. Power control over all those.
Yeah. So if I run into any trouble, you can do it manually.
Yeah.
Also gonna roll my invisibility here real quick.
Yeah, go.
Thank you.
That's an 8.
Nice. Yeah, give me your 2d6.
That's also an 8.
Nice.
So that'll be good enough for now. And then gonna roll to get in. A 9.
Nice,
Just for our benefit, we have 3 plus 2s.
Yeah, you're in the top of the system, but you're facing a password 10. It's just not enough to crack this open. If that's what you were doing, unless you were doing a Pathfinder, in which case it still can't get past this password 10.
Yeah.
Same result.
Also, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, unless you were, which in case it does the same result.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and do Pathfinder first.
Okay.
So giving it another go.
Nice. You can
That's
see
11.
there's a password 10 at the top. You can tell that there's 3 levels. There's a second level with a control node 10. And then there's level 3, which it looks like it's an ID file 8.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a hellhound down there too,
There would be.
by the control
Right.
panel. Control node.
And
Can't forget that.
also, speaking of things we can't forget, how about...
Oh yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Yay!
as Hades enters the system and her avatar visually takes over.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll to do this password again.
Yep.
13.
Nice. Yeah, you get through it.
And gonna drop down.
Yeah, you drop down and you basically see that hellhound just sitting there with the glowing eyes, just breathing heavily with this sort of digital sound, but it doesn't notice you. It looks like it's just sitting by the control node, waiting for your rounds to run out.
So first, gonna roll for the control. And I think that'll be it for me right now. Hey, that's a critical success.
Nice, great roll. Yeah, you have control over this control node. You get into it, and it's everything as you would suspect with this power generator. You know, you have access to each one of the rooms, the signage, the outside, the managerial office, but a little more detail. You do have control over the power and the grid for the entertainment of each room, which you can see kind of like a database of like these old shows, old movies, old things that it just kind of cycles through on like the 3 or 4 different channels per TV per room. You also see no lock controls or things like that. Obviously, everything is just that sort of analog punch card, very old school. But you do see that there was a fire suppression system that this once powered, but it looks like it says out of service. Aside from that, there is powering the sign, which has holographic effects. So you do have control over that as well. And as always, just for fun, just to tempt Hades, there is an intercom system that is there, just to put some stress on the rest of the teammates. And, you see Hades' eyes kind of get widened. You kind of know that look.
Hey, handgun ready?
What are you gonna do, bud? Shoot her? Jeez.
Not gonna
Get away.
Shoot the people she pisses off.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
They'll be fine. They'll love it.
That's fine.
So Hayes is going to. Well, I guess are we in any sort of order right now, or?
No order right now. You guys are all kind of free.
No, we're
flowing.
waiting on you.
Okay. Hades is gonna go ahead and first thing she's gonna do is go ahead and get into the entertainment system, and what she's gonna do is she is going to pull up all of the scariest moments that she can think of from all of her favorite old scary movies, and especially the ones surrounding TVs. So like per se a moment in a unnamed movie where like some sort of creepy character crawls out of a TV, and when there's like static and like voices and stuff, she's gonna blast those onto all of the rooms TVs like real loud, really loud. And
Fantastic.
Then she's gonna put the lights in just like that kind of sickly yellow, just like a really low flicker, so it's still really dim, but like just flickering slightly.
Okay.
Ugh. Does anyone hear that? Sounds like the screaming of a wayfish child.
No. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, you
This should shake the nest.
Yeah, you have control over that, and you easily do that. You download some of your favorite clips from your agent. You know, plug that into the system. Get that streaming into each one of the TVs in the rooms as you boot them up. Crank up the volume, and get that going. Flickering, dimming the lights, making it as creepy as possible. And yeah, from out here, absolutely, you can hear the TVs coming from behind the doors and going. And then you hear a little bit of commotion, like you can't tell which room amongst all the kind of noises coming from the TVs, but you hear like from a couple of the rooms like some chatter, some people talking, a couple yelling voices, things like that. Like you could tell it must have woke some people up, got some attention, startled people, something along those lines.
Looks like it's
Think
starting.
It's working. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. Eyes up for our special guest.
Also, Hades won't mention this, but on the display out by the front of the hotel, she did make the words every now and then flicker across that says, "I'm really, really haunted."
That's funny. Yeah, it flickers that every once in a while, almost like a little subliminal, like "they live, obey" sort of message. Like you almost did I just see that? was that just okay? And it just kind of appears, every once in a while. But no, that's perfect.
Oh
and
my
that's coming up in the hologram. And then as all that noise is happening, Drake, Bud, Allie, you see Hades over there messing with it. You hear it. You see the lights. You thought you just saw that flicker in the sign. Not sure if you saw it, but you do see one of the doors open. Just a couple doors down from you, it opens, and a guy wearing all leathers, another sort of nomad-looking character, just kind of like leans out the door and just like looking down, and then you're like, "Hey, Gramps, what the hell's going on?" He like yells down towards the office, and at that same time, you see that bottom door open, and that big sort of borged out guy steps out of the door and just kind of like is like looking around. Looks confused as well. And as those doors open, you hear the TV kind of blaring. You can see what Hades is doing.
Is that like everyone in the building, you reckon, now? Because there were very few guests, right?
Yeah. There's
it's
a couple,
not huge.
There's a couple more cars, but that female left with that baby. It looked like there was another vehicle there, possibly another resident. Who knows if they're there or not? But this is what has happened as a result of what Hades did.
Do we call now?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Right, we dial the burner. Drake, ready?
Yep, looking around.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll dial the number.
Yeah, you dial it. What was that,
Still
Hades?
I was gonna say Hades is still gonna be in the system. She's gonna try and get down to the files.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You drop down. Everybody, Drake, Bud, Allie, why don't you three give me a perception while you're making that phone call, while you're hitting that burner. And Hades, you drop down to that file if you want to give me your interface to see if you access it.
Yeah.
How many +2s do we have at the moment?
I think you got 3 or 4, right? Yeah, 3.
I'll take 1 for this.
Sure.
So that'll be a 20 on my part.
Nice.
20.
Well, Bud's got it, so there you go.
Not too bad.
Oh, all of you did great.
Yeah, I have 6 points in threat detection while
Yeah,
I'm
I was going to
walking around,
say, but
yeah.
if Bud doesn't
have a
get
huge
this roll,
base.
I'll eat my sock.
And Hades, you want to give me another one? Use another net action because that one wasn't enough to. Or wait, no, did you got a 9?
I got an 8. It was a bad mission.
Okay, well, that's a match to the ID 8, and usually the defender. But in the case of streamlining, yeah, you get in there because you matched it. That's good enough. But you get in, and nothing that exciting. It looks like it's a file of maintenance and basic info about the generator. Nothing spicy here, really. But
Hades will download it anyway.
you jack it. Now you know who and when has done any sort of maintenance or updates on this jury-rigged generator. But Drake and...
Oh, that's my electrical company.
And Drake and Bud, when you make the call, Allie doesn't pick up on it right away. Maybe the noise of the TV is kind of overpowering. But Bud and Drake, you notice right there, kind of near where you are, since you all are over here by the generator accessing the system, and this is where that room was, where that Borg guy came out. Where the Borg guy is standing at the door, you hear a phone ringing coming from that room, an agent sort of like that burner phone sound, that really old school ringer tone, you know?
Well, as soon as I bring my handgun to bear on him and tell him to drop to the ground right now.
And give me, let's get everybody out there and get initiative, at least to put in order.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
All right. If we're rolling initiative, I will spend my
You're going to move your solo points?
solo points, yeah.
I feel like we've done this show long enough that we should have Syrinscape bingo now. Like,
Bud
what
rearranges
is-
his solo points.
Bud rearranges solo points. Rush gives out a business card. Hades makes a giant holograph of herself. I don't know what I do.
Managed not to do that, though.
sensual.
And just to give you a little visual there on roll 20, or if you can see it in the stream, this completely borged out guy coming out.
Oh yeah.
And you know, as part of that perception where you heard the phone, and hold on, click on your token and then give me initiative while I have that open. But as the phone rings and you see this guy step out, the other thing you notice, aside from him being completely borged out and like, you know, a huge beast of a cyborg man, you also notice strapped to his back on this sort of swivel strap, a big hurricane, which, don't need to do a sort of lore roll on. Bud, obviously, Drake, both of you would recognize it right away as, an exotic weapon, a double rate of fire 2 shotgun. It can only be used by someone that has a body of 11 or higher. So just seeing that weapon, this guy is a force to be reckoned with.
Right.
But as you... let me bring back over the dice roll so we can get that on stream. And just as you notice him and you hear that ring, but just as you're kind of raising up your gun and about to say what you're going to say, the agent picks up. And there's a voice on the other end. And it says, "Why are you calling me? I thought you said the job was done."
Who actually rang? Was it me?
It's you.
I think it was Bud.
Yeah, Bud, you said...
put him on speaker.
You said...
Yeah, put him on speaker.
No, make it better. Make it a conference call. All of us are on that.
Yeah.
That seems like something that would happen.
And just for the sake of what Bud was doing, raising his gun to the big boar guy at the door... I did do a perception roll. He hasn't noticed that you were raising the gun, because right as you were raising the gun, all of a sudden the agent picks up and you hear a voice answering the phone. So you're kind of mid-action of what you were about to do when that voice picks up the other end of the burner. What are you doing? I thought you said job is done.
There's a problem with payment. Better come out now.
Payment? Come out? What are you talking about?
We tracked you down. We're not happy with... Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. That's lame. We're not happy.
Ooh,
we're not happy with our compensation.
We have real props here.
Unless you want the place burned to the ground with you in it, you better step outside.
What is this? You hear... He just hangs up the agent, and then you can hear some yelling coming from that room where you heard the phone ring. Just some random yelling. It's hard to make out what's being said. But you see that boar guy kind of look back into the room and pull down his shotgun and look as you see this sort of corpo-looking guy. He looks like he's in a suit. Looks a little bit worn out for a corpo suit, but he is wearing a corpo suit. And you see him kind of step up, all white hair with a black streak. If you remember, that's kind of how he was described by that Edge Runner team. But you see him kind of step in the doorway and mumble something to the board guy as they just kind of look around and start looking around. But neither of them have noticed you, even though you're right there. We'll say it's pretty dark right there. It's nighttime. There's not a lot of light right by this generator. They haven't noticed you, but he stepped out looking around. Let you guys kind of take it from there.
White stripe. That's the guy, right?
That's him.
Okay.
Can I stealth up to them? How is there anything to take cover? Like, can I get to the corner here without them noticing?
You should be able to. Yeah, that's your move. You should be able to just go right there. Come out of the shadows, very Batman style, and be right up on him.
I just bum rush him.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't see you. And your initiative is above both of theirs right now. So
I'm gonna bum rush Stan and try to grapple him.
Okay. Yeah, you bum rush in, trying to tackle which one, Corpo or Borg?
Corpo. Yeah, I'll target.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me your brawling.
This can only go well.
Yeah, of course. Brawling?
In the tradition of letting you know when I crit fail, I absolutely did. Wouldn't have even had to. That was a great roll versus a typical corpo. But yeah, you rush in, tackling this guy, just grappling him up. He's just kind of in shock. What is this? And he just kind of freaks out as you're grappling him up. You see the board guy kind of like turn, looking at you, just as shocked as you squeeze out of the shadows in between them tackling this guy. What was the next? Hades. Yeah, what's your turn? You see Bud kind of rush off tackling this corpo.
Don't kill him yet.
Gonna cloak and then jump out. She wants to get over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me your interface for your cloak.
That's a 14.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and then you jack out of the system. And it's just at that time, this corpo guy, screams out, "What the fuck is this? What the frack is going on? Kill them! Kill them!" He's kind of like yelling at that Borg-looking guy as he turns. And the Borg guy pops out some Wolvers and takes a jab at you, Bud.
Okay. Do I have negatives because I'm in a grapple?
Yeah, -2.
Yeah.
You can body shield with him though.
Ooh.
Only after you've had him grappled for a round, so. I was playing just zip time so I can get back to fighting this guy. Evasion, yeah, with -2.
Yeah, because he's doing melee to you.
16.
Yeah, the first hits you. He hits you with the Wolvers. You're not able to dodge it. 12 damage.
Okay, so
And
12 damage. Ignores half armor. So that is 5 armor. So
And then give me a second
7
evasion.
through. Ouch.
Give me a second evasion when you get a chance to.
Yep.
That's how non-plus bud is.
21.
You dodge the second
7
swing.
damage.
First swing just lands in you. He pulls out, does another swing at you as he's just grunting. But you dodge the second one as he just kind of swings by you. And then over to Allie.
I'm gonna rush over to where Bud is. You're over here, aren't you? By the board.
I am fighting this guy outside the room.
There we are.
I don't have a token for the corpo guy. Just imagine where Bud is. He's got that guy grappled up just inside the room. Just inside the room right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Or, because I want to get that. I've got one EMP thing left, but I need to get that.
That would catch me.
I know. I need to get that Borg away from you. Hang on. Let me do some quick math. My move is what? 7? 6.
Yeah, so you can get right up there to the door. I think that's like 12
I can get up
meters.
to him, but I can't move away.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. You can go up to him, take an action, but then there's no moving away. You're right. That would kind of max you out.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do instead is I want to kind of get to that car.
Okay.
And take some shots at the Borg.
Sure.
Hopefully he'll come my way and I can get him to lay off Bud.
Yeah, give me a...
Yeah, Hades has a microwaver, yeah.
Yeah, give me your handgun.
Next time she's up.
And if you want, give me both your handgun if you're taking 2 shots. Go ahead.
Yeah. So first one's 23.
That's a hit.
Thank God. 13 damage.
Nice.
And then she'll take another roll. 20? Dang. Okay.
Nice. Give me the damage on that one, too. Both hit.
Rolling. Ooh! And a 15.
Oh, nice.
Nice damage.
Pop.
Yeah, you popped him twice in the back, He didn't even turn, just it hits him as all his attention was kind of going towards Bud. But you can tell that, some damage did get through. You can tell, you see a little bit of blood spray, like it seemed to have gotten through. You're not seeing him wearing a lot of armor, but the way this guy's dressed and borged out, it's probably some subdermal grafts, things like that. You can't tell, but you did see a little bit of spray, like some damage got through.
Yeah. Come on over here, you oversized toaster.
Nice. He just grunts.
I doubt it's gonna work.
Yeah, and over to Drake. First thing before you take your action, Drake, is all this is going down, and you see Hades messing with the system, and that guy come out. People are commotion, starting all the TVs with noise. You see Bud run over, kind of yelling and tackling. The sound of Wolvers coming out. You distinctly know that sound. You see Allie run over, take a couple shots. It's all happening within seconds. But you also notice that Nomad that poked out the room, the door down from you, is like, frack, here we go again. And he goes in his room and slams the door. And then you also hear on the speaker at the managerial office, you can hear Gramps' voice come out, and he says, "Hey, whoever's left standing is paying for damages." But Drake, your turn.
Yeah, so Drake, hearing that, says, "We'll have to talk about that later, Gramps," and then quickly overcomes, "Do we want flambe, or do we want me to leave this guy alive? The big guy."
Big guy, flambe!
Flambe it is. All right. So
Here we go
I'm gonna
again.
move up. I'm going to do one of those things where I actually kind of... Well, actually, let me clarify. Yeah, this is all happening on the first floor or the second floor where all this conflict is going on?
First floor.
Okay, so then what's going to happen is Drake is going to come right over top where the second floor balcony is. And then as she is dropping down, she's going to grab onto the railing and the balcony railing and swing. And we'll figure out how to do this. But I'm like to imagine that as she's swinging into the cyborg, she's unleashing her Kendachi flamethrower into his face.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take an athletics to go down. This shouldn't be difficult. Drake's tall. You can almost just hang yourself down. This is just to see if you crit fail. Yeah,
just an
perfect.
18.
Yeah, excellent. It even looks cool while you're doing it. You flip down, looking like a badass, flying in, and you see the Borg right there, just kind of turning, looking towards Allie as the two shots, just recognizing that it happened, but attention back to Bud, who's grappling the Corpo, as you swing into him with the flamethrower going. Give me your... what is that run by? Is that shoulder?
I think it actually is heavy weapons, the Kendachi.
Heavy?
So,
Okay.
How does a 15 sound? That's probably not enough.
Cool. Give me 1 second.
Or is it just
Slide some eddies on the table. How does a
Does it work like
15 sound?
Does it work like don't flamethrowers work like a shotgun shell where you just have to pass
Yeah,
a flat
basically
TV?
they only fire incendiaries, is how they flavored it. And the Kendachi, if I remember correctly, I pulled it from one of the quote unquote DLC books.
Yeah, I remember
Nice.
reading about it. And yeah, I'm gonna, just for the sake of streamlining, I usually go to Defender in a tie, but you tied, and it was such a cool move. I don't want to take it away. So yeah, it works. Give me the damage. You sling down right in his face as you just set off this flamethrower.
All right. Does a 13 get through his armor? Does it deal damage through armor?
Yes, it does.
All right, then I wish there was a way I could quickly put this in chat, but basically they take 4 damage to their HP at the end of their turn until they take an action to put themselves out.
Okay. And no
Nice.
initial
Medium fire.
No initial damage. It's just 4 at the end if they don't put out. What's the?
Well, the initial damage is 13.
13.
So it's whatever the 13 is
and then
after
4
armor and all
additional at
that.
the end of the turn. I get it. Yeah.
Correct.
It's
Yeah,
double typical incendiary. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay.
Super fire.
Exactly. And I think we're back over to Bud.
Can I zip time this turn?
Yeah. Give me your brawling.
We're gonna cost
because
this.
one thing I forgot was his brawling, trying to get out of the grip, because I got excited about the Borg attack. But yeah. So give me your brawling anyways. I do need to calculate that. Let me do this math on the hit points too while I'm here.
That shouldn't have a -2 though, because I guess not.
Oh yeah, no.
Brawling is the crippling is the thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah, he does not break free. You're able to zip tie him. It's like dealing with a child. He's a corpo. You're a solo. It's pretty easy for you. You've got control.
Yeah, this is kind of routine. So like, I come out of the shadows, and before I know it, he knows it. He's grabbed. I maybe pull his suit jacket up and around over his head, so he's totally getting spun around, disoriented. His hands land in front of him.
His jacket over his head.
Some John Wick stuff when he's disorienting people, and then his wrists are tied.
Such a jock move of pulling their shirt over and then
Whatever works, man.
Yeah, and capricious.
And then I'll
nature.
shoulder him onto the bed, and then quickly zip his ankles and turn to face the Borg, who's already sunk his claws into me once.
Oh yeah, no, and
That's me.
easily you do that. Tackling, flipping around with his jacket and arm, zip tying him up as you collapse onto the bed, forcing him there. And capricious nature redeemed a little something pointless and random. And while that happens, You see another sort of nomad-looking girl, but she's got like a little Duster logo on her apron, pushing a little cart, and she comes up to the room and she's just like, I got clean towels. Oh shit, what's going on? Clean towels! She just throws in a couple clean towels and just rolls her cart away, just pointlessly and randomly.
What's the DV on those clean towels, Rob?
Yeah, it's going to be a DV-17 to dodge. Otherwise, no. No, nice clean towel. So she throws him in.
Hot towel wraps around the face. Ah!
I can't see. I can't see.
No, but you see
It is nice though.
But you see all this going down, Hades, as you get out of the system, and you see Bud in there tackling, messing with the corporal as this big boar guy's attacking him, as Allie's shooting him in the back. Drake just flipped down with a flamethrower to the face. Like, it's getting pretty crazy. What are you doing? What are you up to?
Well, yeah, I should probably help with this.
Probably.
I almost spit out my water. That was funny. Like, I guess I should help. It's only your revenge, right?
I know, we're only like sticking our necks out for you, Hades.
No. The other option is that she'd go in the room and start just like terrorizing the guy who's zip-tied.
You can't start the interrogation until the hustle's dealt with. Sorry.
Listen, sometimes you eat dessert before dinner, okay? So she'll pull out her microwaver and point it at the big guy and go to shoot him with the microwaves.
Nice. Yeah, give me your. Is that one controlled by heavy?
Handgun.
Oh, handgun.
It's a handgun, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, give me your handgun.
Hang on, let me double check. Now you're making me.
I think
It's a
you're right.
handgun,
Yeah, we checked that
It's
last
handgun.
time. Yeah.
It's an exotic handgun. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
It's a mixture.
is it rate of fire 1 or 2?
I believe it's 1.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Let me know what you got.
It's pretty powerful.
It is. Okay, here we go. Do we have any plus 2s left?
Yeah, 2.
I'm gonna take 1.
Do it.
And here we
It's yours.
go. Hey,
Nice.
so that would be 29.
Nice. Oh, it looks like you have a -2. Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. It didn't update in OBS.
Oh, that's that guy. That's not me.
Yeah, that was Bud. Sorry. That's him. No, yeah, you set off this microwaver to the back of this guy, and it just sets out this sort of like hum and clear sort of wave that you can almost see. Just instantly goes right through, and you see the board guy kind of like drop down to one knee. It looks like maybe his leg kind of gave out. He's a bit like on his knee, considered prone, not fully prone down to the ground, but obviously his movement is messed up. And you can see him kind of like shake his head a little, like as you know with the microwaver, it affects 2 items based on that DV. What was the DV-13? Cybercheck, make sure I had that right. With the microwaver, yeah, 13, I believe. Otherwise, I'm not right, but let me just make sure.
I think so.
I think it's that or higher, so I think you're
Okay,
safe.
well, as long as it's then it's fine. It wouldn't be any lower. So, yeah, instantly drops down to a knee. You can tell took out a leg, maybe something internally. It's hard to tell, but he kind of shakes as he drops down to a knee.
Hades is yelling. I am very frustrated by this.
Allie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna continue taking some shots at this Borg while he's down.
Kick him while he's
Yeah,
down.
give me your handgun. Oh, and I believe, remind me if prone is a negative to evasion or just no evasion until he uses his turn to get up. I can't remember if you can evade while
I mean, he's lying
considered
down.
prone. I don't think so.
Also, just for thematic sake, remember he is literally on fire as all this is happening.
That's true,
so
too, yeah.
just wanted to paint that picture that this guy almost is like is it Ghost Rider, the flaming
Oh yeah,
guy?
Ghost Rider, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
That's an 18 for the first one.
Nice.
Is that
Yeah, that's
it?
a hit. Give me the second one.
Damage.
Or damage first.
8. And then only a 16 for the second one.
Nice. That's a hit too. Give me the damage.
Yay! 12.
Nice. You can tell that the first hit didn't seem to do any damage, but that second one got through to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
I'd say it's nothing personal, but this whole quest is literally personal affairs only.
Yeah, he turns this time, giving his attention over to you, Allie, as he turns his hurricane towards you, and he takes a shot off at you. Is your reflex 8 or higher? You do the evasion. For
Yeah,
shots?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me that.
Du-
So,
du- du- du.
make sure I've got it.
A 19.
Nice. Yeah, the first shot misses, but this being a rate of fire 2 shotgun, he sets off the second shot at you, Allie.
Can I dodge the second one? Or is it one
Oh,
only?
yeah, give me your evasion. I am going to tell you I had a critical success on that one.
Oh!
Finally. Usually I'm always with the fails, but that was pretty good
My
for me.
second one is a 19 also. I'm
So yeah, the
imagining
second
that
one
you'd be
hits you. Yeah, the second one
Yeah.
hits you. I had a 23, but let me do the damage.
Dang. Alright, roll your damage.
18 damage.
This guy.
So
Wow,
yeah,
wow,
bust
wow.
out this hurricane, big exotic rate of fire 2 shotgun. As you can imagine, it's huge, almost the size of like a leg. Like seems like 4 shotguns put together. But he just turns to it. You can tell he just looks really angry. Allie, you hitting him in the back with all these shots while he was trying, I guess, take out Bud dealing with that corpo. But now he's turned attention to you. A couple huge shots, boom, boom, huge cracks of the shotgun. You dodge the first one, but the second one lands like that, landing quite a bit of damage.
I imagine it kind of like staggers her a little bit and she kind of like has to almost knocks her flat on her back.
Oh yeah, I imagine it would knock you back.
Jeez. Can someone take this guy out already?
Working on it.
And then he turns,
Ellie!
and after he does that, he turns his attention back to you, Bud. Taking a couple steps forward towards the bed. Now he's right back up on.
What
you.
about the flying 6-foot-tall
But,
flamethrower wielding?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do
That's
I
seems
get
like-
the attention just a little bit?
No, he didn't. It looks like he turned towards the corpo guy and towards Bud. But
Fair,
Drake, over
fair.
to you.
Wow.
Maybe if you didn't shoot him so much.
I'm just trying to think here because I can't stack the flame. He can't be even more on fire. So I think the arm snaps back to being an arm and out come the Wolvers. And I think I'm just going to go for just the classic 1-2 punch to the chest, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, give me that.
All right, let's see.
Well, then okay.
Let's see what we got going on here. There's my Wolvers. Survey says I actually crit. Very nice.
Nice, that's
so
a
that's a
hit.
22 overall.
And you got to be a 13 on the second one.
All right. So second one. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's another critical.
And
That's
that's
nice.
half SP rounded up
We
too,
lo-
since it's Wolvers and melee. Give me the damage.
Yeah.
We
So
love to
the
hear
first one does looks like 11, and the second one is going to do just 8.
Let me do a little bit of math here. Give me 1 second.
Do, do, do,
Nice, yeah.
do,
Couple
do.
jabs of the Wolvers. He kind of grunts out, even coughs up a little bit of blood. You can tell doing some serious damage, ablating that SP in the process, as you know. But he kind of grunts as you're doing that. And Drake, one thing you notice is all of a sudden, like just like with Allie, he kind of like turns, looking very angry, attention at you now. But over to the corpo, who basically tries to move and break out of the zip ties, failing miserably, not even strong enough to do that, but he tries. As he seems to yell out a bunch of cuss words at all of you, and then you hear him yell out like, "Eddie, kill them! Just kill them!" Which that guy's still on fire. But back
Hey,
over,
it's not safe for Syrinscape. You can't say that.
yeah, but back over to Bud.
No, Eddie, no.
Or wait, we have or yeah, over to Bud. That's right. Yeah.
Bad, Borg. Bad. So I'm going to turn around and I am going to bone breaking strike him. So I reckon still have my handgun in my hand, and it just gets reversed, and I go for like a targeted pistol whip to his ribs. use your martial arts special move resolution against a single target in melee range.
All right.
22. Dodge that bastard.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It's a mild one, right? It's okay.
Yeah, he tries to dodge,
so-
but his attention's on Drake. You're able to kind of crack him in the chest.
So he gets 3 damage
Plus the crit, right?
plus the crit, so it's broken ribs. So 5 damage from the broken ribs, and I think he takes damage if he moves. I think that's how broken ribs works.
Yeah. All I
He
can
moves-
think of is when Orlando Bloom broke his ribs on Lord of the Rings, and everyone wouldn't stop giving him crap about it.
That's so
I
mean.
can't ride the horse, babes. My ribs.
Yeah, you do
ribs.
that, and it knocks him back against the wall, just basically breaking the TV that's playing that horror movie loop stuff that Hades put in. Instantly, the room gets quiet as that horror movie sound ends, as the TV just smashes sparks out, and he coughs up some more blood, and again just turns back towards Drake. He definitely seems like he's like a, I don't know, like a one trick, like one shot tunnel vision sort of attacker, very directional. You can tell he attention back towards Drake. But yeah, what's Hades doing?
Hades is not pleased. That's right. Oh, can't get him more
Good, I'm
fire.
glad.
It makes me sad that he can't be more on fire.
Which
He's pretty on fire right
which
now.
he's not putting out either, which is like
He's definitely
like
on
Drake
fire.
mentioned, very terrifying. While all this action is happening, his shoulders and head are just flaming. You can see the skin blistering and stuff, and he's just still fighting. It's crazy.
anger.
I don't know how much more on fire you want him to be.
Yeah, that's right.
Incinerated.
It's getting there.
You. How far away is he? How far away? We're all pretty close quarters, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right there. Did you remind me? Did you enter the room? Because now he's inside. He's just inside the room. So
He's just inside. I mean, she was in the vicinity of the fight, but not inside.
yeah, and you can move your token too whenever you want. Put it wherever.
Yeah.
I think your movement brought you up to the door last time. Or no, maybe you jacked out but didn't run over there.
Yeah. And if you try and do an aim thing, it's like what? You take 8 off.
Honestly.
Say,
Oh yeah, 8 aimed shots -8. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's difficult.
but we've got 1 + 2.
All right. Well, she's just gonna pull out. She has a regular pistol. She's just gonna pull out her light pistol and shoot him.
Fair enough.
Yay.
Some damage, right?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, give me
Try
the
something
2.
flash and do nothing.
Yay, violence.
1, 2, 3, shoot. It's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, it's a hit.
I mean,
if that's right
You've
of
come
fire,
this far, and
that's your.
can't condemn
yeah, you can give
violence.
me both if you want. It's rate of fire too, right?
1, 2,
Just
3,
heavy.
shoot. 14.
Second one misses. Yeah, give me damage.
God, I think this is the first time she's shooting a regular light pistol she's been carrying around. Hang on. What's the damage on that?
What is it? It's either heavy or very heavy. If it's rate of fire 2, it'd be a heavy pistol. I think 3d6.
Okay.
I think it's 3, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not very
pretty
heavy.
sure. Hey, you got a couple more +2s. Donna Tracy
Yeah.
Cuervo, Raven, and Bronx Smash, both rewarded
Thank you.
+2s. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Hey, go.
So,
legends.
That's a 15. 15 on damage.
Nice, that's great damage.
A nice.
And what are those? What are those there?
We have a 6, and a 3.
Oh yeah, give me.
Oh,
You know what that means.
yeah, critical
A
injury.
critical injury.
Nice. Give me 2d6. Let's see where it landed on the critical injury table.
Do you ever think one day, Rob, you'll get a big wheel and we can like spin it Wheel of
Oh,
Fortune
that'd be
style?
fun.
4. So.
Collapsed
since we had-
lung, -2 to move, which he's already kind of screwed on the movement. But his base death save now is increased by 1, which I think, or no, okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, his move is pretty screwed. On top of which, if he does, he gets extra damage from the rib. Plus, his death save is now increased by 1.
And 5 bonus damage.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, and I took that out too.
Yeah.
You can tell
Fire
this
has
guy
made
is.
its
Nice.
way along.
Yeah, and then the fire is
He's-
hitting him. This guy he's getting pretty fracked up as he kind of screams out. And furthermore, the corp is still screaming cuss words. No, Andy, what are you doing? Kill them! And he's just kind of freaking out. But over to...
getting totally alpha striked.
Yeah,
I love this.
Over to Allie.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're after her.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up off my butt. Because I imagine it really took me through for a sixer being shot like that.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I had the initiative wrong. I think after Hades is the Borg. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and the Borg...
No, all good.
Yeah, the Borg... Well, of course you're good with it, because, he was turning his attention towards Drake. So you're like, it's all good. Just go and attack Drake a little bit, see what happens.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
But yeah, the Borg continues, face on fire, just turns towards you, Drake, as he just opens his mouth to yell, but instead of yelling, you see this huge cyber snake come out and take an attack at you. So give me your evasion for that melee.
Yep, let's see. That would be okay. Wow, that is a 27 overall.
Nice.
All right.
And I thought I did good with a critical success, but you actually dodged that. The cyber snake comes out just grazing your cheek. It was just about to bite your face, but it just grazes your cheek as you dodge it.
It's too far.
And remind me, cyber snake rate of fire 1, right, Allie? Because of exotic.
Yeah, because it's a super heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does that and misses. And as he does that, he still kind of turns his attention towards you, Drake, because the snake comes out, misses as he pushes off the back wall that he just got knocked into by Bud and kind of is moving towards you.
I think I have a really cool thing I want to do, but of course, let's Allie go first.
Yeah, now it's Allie. You see all that go down, Allie?
Yeah, so I'm going to stay where I am because I want to use that car as cover. But I'm just gonna kind of pull up onto the hood, mother fracker, and fire at the Borg again, hopefully taking it down.
Yeah, if you want to give me both, go for it.
Yep, both attacks, and then we'll do damage.
Yeah, I got 17 on both.
Okay, I got 22 and a 21.
Nice, give me both damages.
Whoa!
Nice.
Whoa! Oh my god!
3 6s! That's a max!
6,
max,
baby!
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Let's
give me
get them horns out.
Yeah, give me that critical too.
What do I roll for? Is it a D10?
2d6.
2d6.
2d6. Okay. Oh my god! This is so exciting.
That was crazy.
A two? I feel like you want to roll low
dismembered
on
arm.
the critical injury.
Yeah, dismembered
Very high or
arm.
very low.
Yeah, as he turns, one of his arms just instantly gets shot off. Both shots hit to a pop, as the arm just kind of shatters, blood spraying out, dropping his Hurricane, his rate of fire 2 exotic shotgun, just dropping it. His eyes go big. You can tell, like, this is, depth save, which is increased by 1. This is like, I mean, an extreme amount of damage for somebody that was really already beat to crap, But I am very curious, so I'm gonna just leave him living enough to let Drake. I was just curious what Drake wanted to do because she did say she had something creative or something.
As that snake, that snake attachment flies past my face, and I just get out of the way, and then the shot comes in to take off the arm. I think I grab the cyber snake, and I say, "Come now, surely you can stop crying and viper your nose." And then I rip the cyber snake out, or try to.
Nice. Yeah, give me. Well,
oh my god!
Grabbing it, I guess, would be a brawling. Technically, right?
Yeah.
Considered a grapple.
That's a metal
but
as hell.
This should be fairly easy. Not only did I roll poorly, but he's on a negative. Plus, technically, he's dead. I'm gonna give him a couple extra negatives because technically he's walking dead. I just wanted to have fun with this cinematic ending.
Basically, don't roll a crit fail.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't roll a crit fail. We're
you
good.
Got it. Yeah.
And even then, he's just gonna die of natural causes.
Exactly as you described, as it goes by, grabbing it, and it's amazing as it goes down because it's all happening at the same time, like you said. As that's going by, grazing Allie sets off the 2 shots, come in the room, just perfectly dismembering his arm as he drops the exotic shotgun as you grab the snake plant. I mean, it just all goes down like some immaculate orchestrated kill, by the team. Yeah. And he just collapses to the ground, bleeding out. It just goes silent as that corpo guy zip tied on the bed. Just wait, Eddie! Oh! And he just looks shocked, and he just turns white.
In Mad Max Fury Road, when I think it's Toast, I can't remember, one of the wives hooks up the Immortan Joe's jaw and just rips it out. I feel like that's what you're doing with a cyber snake, because it's in your esophagus.
Oh yeah, you'll see parts of the throat almost.
Not anymore, it's not.
Almost inside out. Looks like one of those what was it, the strain vampires, or like a predator mouth. Like it almost rips open his throat. Almost. It's pretty gruesome. But he collapses, like I said, and that corporal guy still zip tied just stops screaming like. It just turns white, like shocked that you guys just killed this guy, and he's just frozen, staring at the body of this Borg.
Ugh, can we finish this now?
Do we
Dan,
want to?
I presume.
He
Real quick, as you all are doing this, do you all want me to hotwire a car to get us a ride out of here, or?
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Is this set in character? Because I love that.
Oh yeah, that's in character. It's like, so do you want me to,
And when
please.
And as Drake, says that Stan, I presume, as she turns to go out to possibly hotwire a car. When Drake says that, you see the corpo go from white and shock, like, and he looks over at Drake like, what? Stan, I'm Stein. I'm not Stan. I'm Stein. You have wrong person. You have wrong guy. What have you done?
Stein the man? That doesn't even rhyme.
No way.
Stein
No
the
way.
mine?
We're not.
I'm not the man. I'm Stein. What are you saying? You have wrong person.
This guy's lying, right? We did not come here all the way just to get the wrong guy.
I'm gonna pick up the burner phone.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing with the phone?
Well, what's Hades doing? You got to move your token there.
You're in the room, right?
Did you?
It's all yours.
Because you shot the Borg from outside. You did the microwaver, but what are you doing? Did you enter now?
Right.
Everyone come in.
Over. Yeah, I'll make my way over.
Okay, and what did you say when you entered Hades? Because now you're there. What were you saying?
There, hang on, I can't. There we are. I'm in.
Hey.
So she has her flamethrower out because she just does, and she walks over and just pushes the end of it up against this guy's face.
What did you say your name was?
Yeah, when you come in and you put that up, you see his eyes just go big as he locks eyes with you, Hades, and he just says, "What? I am Stein. I know you. You're her. You're her." And he starts pulling at his zip ties, trying to break out. He starts freaking out.
That's a good sign.
You ruined my life. He starts pulling the zip ties.
If you don't calm down, I'm gonna make your face a lot crispier than it was.
Yeah.
He
30% at least.
Yeah, give me a persuasion, Hades. I mean, you can have a +2 on that since you got Bud and Drake and everybody there. You just took out this board.
Also
I also imagine
the blood of the last guy.
He's got a -2 here. He's terrifying.
Also, I imagine the flamethrower press up against his face is probably a little upsetting.
This won't be hard at all.
It's not a good feeling.
So that would be
Nice.
with the plus be a 20.
Yeah, he calms down and allows you press it. He's like, "You're her. You ruined my life." And you threaten him a little bit, pressing. He's like, and he just gets quiet and kind of tucks back. He's like, "What?
I'm sorry. Did you just say I ruined your life? Me? You lit my house on fire.
Because you
All
ruined
of
my life."
stuff was in there. Do you know how long it's taken me to get all of my stuff? A long time, that's how long. What are you doing coming over lighting my place on fire? What do you mean I ruined your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he yelling at you again. You ruined my life. You break in, you
My
get me
God.
fired, you take everything.
What?
She got you fired?
I got you fired. I don't even know you. Do I know you?
Yeah,
Allie,
give
do I
me,
know you?
Yeah, you can give me a
How would I know?
give me a concentration or roll a 1d10 and let me know it's under your intelligence. This will just be for Hades, Bud, and Alley Cats. So your choice. Concentration or 1d10 under your intelligence stat. Let me know.
Oh, that's a 28 for Hades.
Oh, okay.
No,
Should I bother?
She is focused on that.
Yeah, everyone should roll it.
I'm here now.
But Hades, Bud, and Allie too.
Yeah, no.
What is my int is 5. My concentration. Oh, that's off will. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 20.
I don't think I know who this guy
Yeah,
is.
when he starts saying, you ruined my life. I can't believe you, frack you, and he's freaking out. Like as you're getting a good look at him, like it clicks on you. Like Hades and Bud. Maybe Allie didn't notice because she was kind of busy at the time, but Bud and Hades, like you recognize the white hair, the black streak. Like you've seen a picture of this guy, and it was in that bunker that you raided, where you got the code from the manager's office at Continental Brands that you raided, where you leaked the internal press release that was throwing the scent off on the nomads that went public before you cracked the case, and IMGB kind of blew it all open. So you recognize this guy as that manager from campaigns ago, during your first campaign. Don't have a cow, in fact. Work in that distribution manager office.
That wasn't also his bunker.
And it was his bunker. You took the key to it, and you went to that location in a later campaign, and you raided his corporate bunker. You took his liquor, and then you left it open and unlocked, as he goes on to say, and then you raided my place, and you ransack everything.
This is his Eagle Tech. This is his handgun.
It is.
I do remember you. Well, we have.
Wait, that's the...
In fact, that's my gun!
Well, not anymore. It's biocoded, so...
Hades is going to take out one of the guns. This is
yours! Oh my god, how funny! I have one of your cleaning bots.
He starts like trying to break the ties. He's like, "You ruined my life! Frack you!" And he's like,
"Yeah, and you gave a whole city block diarrhea."
Yeah, shut up!
It wasn't me. It has nothing to do with me.
You've got money. Deal with it. Oh my god!
I have nothing left. They took everything. They took everything. They tried to kill me. I can't. You ruined my life. He's still trying to break the zip ties.
My god, we should feel so sorry for you.
Maybe you should take responsibility for your own actions by working there in the first place.
You jerk. Hades gonna flick him in the head.
Yeah, he just goes.
So,
what's that?
You go.
No, yeah, when Hades flicks, he's like, "I'm just working my job. You ruined me. You ruined me. You take things. You blame me. I get blamed. They tried to kill me. You ruined my life. Then you ruined my bunker. You ransack. You take everything."
We did do that. We did ruin your bunker.
Allie, do you have I was only doing my job on your corporate excuse bingo?
I do, actually.
Oh,
and that
amazing.
gives you a free pass, and then I'm just gonna slap this guy. Get
I'm almost not
over
even
it.
Anymore. How funny.
You were part of ruining this whole world. And now you're sorry because you got a little bit of the action that you started. Shut up. You should be so thankful that you're alive. And now I don't know that you're even gonna be that anymore, guy.
That's true. That's true. My finger's getting a little twitchy.
He just says, "Frack you!" He looks at you, Allie. Then he's just looking back at you, Hades, just giving you a death look as you see him like pulling at the zip ties.
What do you want to do, Hades?
Go there by myself. I mean,
and it's and I was just gonna say, yeah. While Bud says, "What do you want to do?" and Hades is explaining without even doing a perception, like you notice the room is starting to fill with smoke as that borged out dead body is starting to catch the side of the wall on fire a little bit. No one ever put him out.
Oh crap.
Well,
yes.
I have an idea. Here, help me get this guy down to Gramps.
Okay, let me just beat out this fire first before we have to pay for the whole motel.
Yeah, and
I'll grab a blanket.
Yeah, you easily put the fire out.
Any fire, just Hades, any fire that we may be using, can we please use it away from the motel? I feel like I really don't want to piss off any more nomads.
Yeah, I guess that's all right.
And Drake,
what do you want to take him to Gramps for?
I have an idea.
And in that process, while it's going down, Drake went outside trying to get in that vehicle. It's locked. This looks like an old beater. It's just like no electronic. Looks like just standard key, so you could pick it. Otherwise, maybe somebody has a key on them.
Better idea. I'm going to go to Gramps and say, All right, Gramps, I'm sorry this all went down. We are going to bring the person out who's going to be paying for the damages. But how much would it cost us to get a ride back to civilization?
Yeah, I appreciate you taking care of it all, and someone's got to pay for it, but I'd be lying if I didn't say it wasn't entertaining. That was a big bastard y'all took out there. But I can get you a ride. But just call you a combat cab or something. I mean, if you need to get out now, I can have one of my boys give you a ride. It's 150 for him to take you, probably 100 for combat, but you'd be waiting.
You know what? Let's take one of your boys. I'd love to do future business with you, Gramps. I think that would be a good business juncture.
Local business, right?
You got it. You got it. Hey, Jake, get down here. Get these guys a ride. They're taking care of the place. They're paying for everything. And you see like another sort of nomad-looking guy come out, a little young, obviously younger than Gramps, wearing a lot of nomad leathers. Comes out, starts up one of the vehicles, saying he'll give a ride, but that's kind of planned out for a conclusionary sort of exit way to get out of it. But back over, out of curiosity, Hades and Bud and Allie are dragging this corpo out after Bud put out the fire. You see Drake kind of talking to Gramps about this. What are you guys doing? You're dragging this guy over. Stein.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just imagine just silently dragging him up every time he talks. Maybe just like
just keep slapping him,
smacking him or something, but just like having some chit chat probably between us of just like what a loser this guy is. Oh my god.
So before we actually get to where Gramps is, Hades is gonna do a thing. Don't be mad. Right. She's gonna cut his tongue out.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant something serious.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He's gonna live. It'll be fine. But she's gonna gonna go ahead and cut that little thing right out of there.
Nice. Yeah. It's not even going to be contested. Bud has this guy so grappled up, and as he's trying to get free, like I said, it's like controlling a child for Bud. He holds it as you quickly, grab his jaw and cut out his tongue. But I am going to say that anybody who witnesses this is going to have to take a 2 humanity loss just for such a post-fight sort of gruesome antic. But I will remind Allie and Bud that, you get a little flashback, uneasy feeling. Reminds you of that time Hades bit that guy's face off back in, like Hades every once in a while does some crazy stuff.
Just stop. The less you move, the easier this'll be.
He's just like, he's grunting and spitting up blood. And he's just like speaking, but you can't understand him now.
Oh, that's
at least he's not going to make it.
An implement for it this time and not just your teeth.
Yeah, I don't want that guy's tongue near me. She's just gonna chuck it behind her.
Well, that's what I mean. It's gross when you have to use your actual teeth because then it gets in your mouth.
I know. We don't even know.
At least he's not gonna make any more excuses, huh?
Yeah. God, I'm sick of hearing this guy moan about it.
So
Gramps, where's...
Keep taking
oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, where's your pay station? This guy's got a tab to pick up.
Gramps!
Yeah, Gramps, he calls for Dawn to come out, and you see this other nomad female come out as Jake is kind of prepping the car with the rest of you. She comes over as the corpse zip-tied, coughing up blood and just spitting and kind of like mumbling and slurring his words, obviously with no tongue. Just like goes through his pockets and takes out all his stuff and goes back, and you see Gramps, hey, I think we got what we needed. And he starts like running his card, and you can see he's like, taking charges and stuff. As you can almost make out that corpo through the lack of tongue, he kind of mumbles out like, I've got nothing left. You're taking everything I have, and he's just kind of like mumbling through all the blood. But looks like Gramps got paid.
Hades also is gonna like kind of up to Gramps.
Gramps, do you remember that weird like sickness that went around before? Where everyone couldn't hold it in, and it was real bloody and people were dying.
Oh yeah, that poop disease thing that went around because of that crazy cow with the black eyes. I heard about that.
Drink. Drink.
The Aldecaldos, they were doing some traveling or something with a transport and got that cow into Night City, from what I heard.
Yeah, well, I heard that it took a really hard toll on the nomads. A lot of the different clans had a really hard time with it, because the resources are so important. And anyway, this is the guy who was in charge of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we can't take him with us, so I thought you could find some sort of a use for him.
I actually think I know somebody that might want to meet this guy. This is good. All right. Yeah, I appreciate
Okay,
that,
well,
little
have
lady.
fun.
Thanks so much. And
If he's
course.
got a car, that's yours too.
yeah, and you see the female that already ransacked his pockets, like, looks over past Gramps' shoulder through the plexiglass as she went back in the room, and she lifts up keys to the car. She just kind of, like, nods.
Hey,
Wow.
I know you guys do transport, but you do vehicle mods too. I just came into a car, and I think it's gonna need a lot of work.
I mean,
Yeah, speaking of that, does anyone know what's going on with Pox?
We'll call him on the way back into town.
no, don't.
I mean, at least there's no gangers he could run into at. Well, actually, it's not true.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of. We don't do a lot of modding, but you need something transported. We're your clan.
Yeah, sure thing, Gramps. Sorry about
Yeah.
the mess.
Yeah, kind of unavoidable part of the business, right? But just take his accounts for all they're worth.
Oh yeah, no, he seems happy. It seems like you at least satisfied Gramps at the end. You didn't forget about the damages and him running the spot, and you kept on good terms with them. And Drake's approach kind of, went to open that relationship up a little bit more by choosing that transport instead of just a combat cab. So now you at least have this Gramps contact. He's satisfied. Like, shit went down. It was kind of entertaining to him, and everything was paid for, so he's cool.
Plus, we gave him the one singular person responsible for the sickness that his brethren felt. So
That's
you
true
know.
too. For whatever it's worth, whether it's brethren, maybe to him it's probably something that he could sell to the Aldecados or to somebody maybe down the line. But yeah, he seemed happy about that as well. So for whatever it's worth, all these things combined definitely give you Gramps as a sort of contact. Gives you the Duster clan as a bit of a contact through Gramps. And as you know, they're into transporting anything. Whether that's coming or
Nice.
going, whether you need something transported or information about stuff like that, he's your contact now. But in order to streamline, you're able to do that. Gramps takes the corp. You see him still in zip ties get dragged into the managerial office as he works the cards. You see the daughter kind of go out messing with their vehicle as Jake, his son, tells you, hey, I got the ride ready, loads you up in his Nomad ride, a nice sort of a Jeep, modded out Jeep 4-door. It takes you back into Night City. On the way in, I'll let you just kind of role play the end of this session as now Hades has been able to, somewhat at least maybe get a little bit of revenge. I'd say, yeah, I got some revenge on this guy. Got a little bit of answers as to who firebombed the apartment. Got a little bit of closure to all this. The AI helped kind of do that. The next step is y'all are supposed to help Drake, as AI said. But you're on your way back into Night City. If you just want to put a wrap up to this session or role play out where you're going, what you're doing next, obviously you need to go get some sleep. Unless you wanted to stay the night in the motel first and ride back in the morning. I'm open to whatever. You guys role play that out.
I think we could probably head back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look, I mean,
yeah.
I'm all for helping out the nomads, but I just don't.
I think
I
they
just want to have a
enough
nice
control.
bath before, I call the
Why is
call
that
it a
here?
day.
God.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
back.
Hey,
Stein
Hades,
the man? Stein the man?
why didn't you, dust that loser yourself? How come you gave him back to the nomads? I would have thought that you would have wanted to go all medieval on his ass.
Yeah, but if I kill him, he's dead. If the nomads torture him, I get much more joy from that.
You're
It's so
right. That
much
is way more horrifying. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I call Pox? Is that something we can do?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's about
Someone
due.
should.
Yeah, you give Pox a call on the way home, and just to fill in ELH in case he's not familiar, Pox is their little kind of minion fanboy that they rescued from a night market over in New Orleans in the Neo-Nola. At a night market run by a crazy Russian guy. They had to do a side job for some nomads in order to get a transport trailer to get that cow back to Night City that was infected. This is way back in Campaign 1, but they rescued Pox, got him back to Night City. Since then, he's joined the 6th Street Gang. There was a whole campaign where he was involved in the AI. Really fun stuff. Anybody watching, check out the previous campaigns on the Syrinscape YouTube. But yeah, Pox was recently sent out in the middle of nowhere to try to retrieve this beat-up car that they rented from Rent-A-Dent that they ended up having to buy because they forgot to return it when they left it in the desert and got on an Aerozep into some ghost town in the middle of a campaign. But they sent Pox out there to go pick up the car the day before yesterday, I believe, in game time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pox will do. Yeah, Pox does all the things that we're too busy or lazy to do.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets into side trouble and things, but most of the time it gets done.
Yeah.
But yeah, you give Pox a
He
call.
means well.
Yeah, Pox answers. Hey, what's up?
Hey, kid. You find those wheels okay?
Yeah, I found them. They were like half buried in sand, and I tried.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to dig it out and get it going, and I honestly I couldn't get it started. But I found it. I know exactly where it is. I marked it on my agent. If we know any type of like tech nomad, somebody get out there and do it. I mean, I told Jones and the guys, but they're not really into that.
Yeah, we know a few nomads. Did you make it back to the city?
Yeah, I'm already back here. I was gonna give you guys a call later today. It's pretty late. Why are you calling now? It's like 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, we just finished a job and we wondered if you just died of dehydration in the desert, but you haven't, so that's cool.
No, almost.
Is he dead? Bud, is he dead?
No, he's not dead. He hasn't got the car either.
What?
He tagged it. He GPS tagged it. Things bogged in the sand. Not his fault this time.
It's sandy out there. I don't want to go.
We could get the nomads to haul it out, I'm sure. Hey, Pox, sorry for waking you, man. We'll call you if we need anything, all right?
Yeah, anytime. Hey, tell Allie and Hades I said hi.
Hi.
Pox says hi.
Hi.
Bye. Hey, hands up.
Sorry about that, Drake. We're just getting a good set of wheels in this town is real hard.
Nah, completely
like
understandable.
Been part of your dream, but right, Bud? I don't know. I feel like this is the next step in your life to get a car and fix it up.
I learned to drive all those years ago, and now I can't even get my own car.
But you have a place near me that's better than the place you were living in, so you're moving up in the world.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I think we can catch some Z's. Hey, you like waffles, Drake?
Do I like waffles? And I just look at you with the most deadpan expression for a good 15 seconds. And then Drake's face lights up like a kid opening an N64 on Christmas Day and says, I love waffles.
Okay.
We know a place.
Yeah, meet us in the diner in the AM. We'll tip for tat. We'll help you out, okay?
All right, sounds like a plan. And what should I do with this? And I hold up the cyber snake that I never got rid of.
Oh, can I have it? Me. I want it.
Is it better than mine?
It's
if you want to repurpose it.
Nah. Yeah.
Yuck.
I was gonna say Hades probably wants it as some sort of souvenir.
Here you go, Hades. There you go.
And Hades is the rest of the ride just kind of playing with it like.
Oh my God. Wipe it off, Hades.
It's only
So
so bloody.
Did you clip that guy's hurricane?
Yeah, I got it right here, and I pull it out from some comically sized hammer space. But I showed him obviously this is my first run with you guys. I'm not going to claim this loot if anyone wants it.
Looks good on you.
Any of us can carry it.
Yeah, I mean, I never. I don't
Well, you know what they say about
That thing
assuming.
did enough
so.
damage to me. I don't want to pick it up.
All right, excellent. I'll keep it for a rainy day. Goes back into that hammer space pocket for a moment.
And it's definitely
It's always raining in Night City.
it's definitely impressive to the team because this weapon you need a body 11 or higher. Like this isn't your typical, and for her to whip it out, like anybody want this? All right, I'll keep it. And like you're just like, wow, okay, like she's obviously strong.
Okay.
And also I do want to add just out of game. I was absolutely going to wait till we ended the session to say I can't believe no one mentioned the hurricane. Now you didn't get it. But before we ended, Bud brought it up. Drake said
No,
he
no,
grabbed
Actually,
it.
if you scroll back in
She
chat,
grabbed it. So that's
if
great.
you scroll back in Roll20, I did make a note of it real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. And you had it covered anyways. That's great.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you have that. I say you guys easily make it back to Night City. You made friends with Jake and the Nomad Duster clan. Everyone gets dropped off at their place. Hades, obviously, in her new unit in the apartment building. Bud in his container. He's still in process of getting accepted into the building so he can move into that apartment building with Hades. Allie in her places. Where's Drake staying? I know she's kind of changing locations because of a hit on her. Where's she staying?
I think it's funny if Bud and I get dropped off at the same place and we kind of go, wait, you live here? Wait, I live here? Yeah, we do one of those moments.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, I'm on
We
that
already
stack
said
over
goodbye.
Yeah, that green beat up thing over there, that one's mine.
there. Oh, sick.
Nice.
Cute.
Nice. Well, then that's where we'll end the session. Everybody's able to get back to Night City, get some sleep, and we'll start next week right where we left off, probably in the late morning, early afternoon, enough to where everyone gets enough sleep. And we'll say all of you meet up at the 24-hour cafe. I've got it set up with the new Drake overlay, so we're good to go with that. That'll be a great start of a session. We can do a little cafe breakfast with the team role-playing out, basically diving into Drake's situation and see what she has going on, kind of start dissecting those details and try to crack that case for her. But this was a great end for a Hades Scorned campaign, and thank you so much, ELH, for joining us. I know it was unexpected losing Brandon. We miss you, Brandon. If you're checking out the VOD or tuning in, we'll see you in just over a month when you're back. But it being last minute, unexpected, I got to give props, respect, appreciation, and thanks to ELH for just jumping in. And not just jumping in, but jumping in at the end of a campaign when it's very combat heavy and it's like you just kind of got to jump in. Oh, what's going on? Okay, cool. And you did some great cinematic moments and cool stuff. Just thanks for diving in. It was great.
Well, thank you for having me. It was an absolute treat to roleplay with you guys, and I swear maybe by next session I'll remember names properly.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe that's a thing where literally it's, Drake just thinks Bub instead of Bud.
I like that. I like
You get
that.
halfway through a campaign and everyone's too polite to correct you.
Oh yeah, Warped asking too, will Drake be joining the gang for the next campaign? Yeah, we're actually, Drake's going to be with the team, for this whole campaign, because the whole next campaign now is the team helping Drake with her case, working for Max Tack, and, a couple of the recent cases went down and they didn't seem like they had cyberpsychosis. Just didn't line up, didn't seem right. And the second Drake started poking around, got fired. Then her old team kind of poked around, why did Drake get fired? Then all of a sudden they ended up dead and missing, got called on a bad call that ended up being a sabotage moment. But we'll get into some of those details on what's up with that starting next week, next session. But absolutely, next campaign is all about Drake. And ELH is going to be playing Drake for the next month or so. We're basically gonna rock this until Brandon's ready to come back. And then if Drake has a little bit of time, if there's some crossover, maybe we can do a 5-person team where Brandon comes back as Rush the Fixer, and Drake maybe sticks around for a little transition, have a little bit of fun. I know ELH, you've got streams coming up in the next month or so. We'll just see how the timing works out.
We'll see how schedules work out. Yeah,
it'd be awesome. Yeah, unless you're absolutely hating the gameplay, hating all of us, not having a good time, and you're like, I'm out.
My one regret, I forgot to talk with the sunglasses the entire time. I kept meaning to do a cool moment where I took them off and put them back on, and I just completely couldn't do it. So,
well, now you have to come back just for that.
You have to next time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you're stuck. All right, awesome. Thanks so much. Everybody watching, thank you for tuning in as always and sticking with us for the whole session, showing us love, sharing the stream. Make sure you check out all of us online. All of us are content creators. We all run our own brands and have a lot going on. So we'd really appreciate the follow, the subscribe, and the support there as well. Don't forget about Syrinscape too. Follow, subscribe to Syrinscape. It's the reason we're here. We'll see you next Thursday. Same place, same time. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Sexy Man.